Yeah. We're going to the ruins of the palace.
Well, we did 15. Is that? We could go to 6, 11, and then 7.
I believe the palace.
I mean,
Could be
Joe's
elves
already made
there.
it to the gardens, which are 10.
I don't think we want to jump too much. Like, what if there's like something at 6 that, or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, what I mean is like the passage is not cleared there yet.
Well, clear enough. Let's go, guys. Come on.
No, not like that. Listen,
Treasure.
we have a scout, you know, we can use.
Where did we left off at 15?
Yeah.
If everybody's not with me, then I'm going invisible.
We're heading there,
Oh, okay.
step by step.
If you're not by me, I'm going invisible. I'll communicate to you guys where I'm at, but I'm going invisible.
We're still missing a couple people. We might want to give them a couple minutes.
Yeah.
If I get ahead of the group,
But we got
Ninja, I'm
Sia.
gonna go stealth.
Can someone put me up to speed on what's going on?
This week we have Sia.
Yeah.
We do?
So,
Yeah.
Sia, I left you on the boat. You're gonna have to go down and join the party.
You can fly.
Where's Sia at?
Sia is in the boat. He just woke up. He's like, oh shit, I'm late.
Oh.
And then he has to catch up.
I have to crash the boat into the tower, guys. Sorry.
The tower's already cleared out. We're good. I mean, whatever you want to do.
You could fly, right?
No, that's why I'm crashing.
Ah, shit. Well, I don't think the crew is going to be too happy with that plan.
He can fly.
You might be the captain, but they're going to question that orders. There might be a mutiny.
They're gonna throw you off the boat just to see if you have fly.
I do.
There you go.
Nice joke, guys. Not for real though. Crash the boat.
Look at you.
Oh, you know what you missed that was important? So the party met a silt priest named Abdalim. He's right here, if you're looking at the table or the stream. He's this guy off to the right of the town. And he is
blows
happy
up
with the
there.
party because they cleared the blasted spire of undead, allowing him to swim freely in the Silt Sea. So you've fulfilled his dream, and so he provided the party with some scroll tablets that allow you to breathe silt, swim in silt, and not die in silt. So good to
Not
have.
dying is a very important part. I like that
Yeah.
part.
Yeah. And I did not use my charges, by the way, Ninja.
Okay, so
Oh,
you're just
shit,
relying
you know
on your
what?
mask.
Yeah. And I'm keeping them in case something happens.
Each one of them
Wait,
lasts 3 hours.
Sia didn't get shit rubbed on him.
That's true. If you go to the Silt Priest, he can also provide you with an alchemical rub that'll stave off
You said,
silt horrors and the silt spawns.
but you said he jumped back into the silt and he left us.
No, I said he was still back at the ship. He never came with you.
No,
Wait, no,
Sia is back in the ship.
Well,
You said-
who are you
said the
talking
priest
about?
went swimming. The
Oh,
priest
yeah,
went
yeah,
swimming.
Well, I mean, he basically hangs out in this region near the silt, so it's like a dude who's at the beach. A day at the beach here for him.
And we can tell from here, we can talk to Sia and tell him, hey, come and join us, but you gotta talk to that dude first.
Yeah.
Grab that stuff and then join
The
us.
dude abides.
Exactly.
I got a
the
question.
dude abides. While we were like Ninja, can we make this as a deal here? Like while we were leaving the tower, he was leaving, and we told him how to get to that dude to join us there.
Okay. You
That
have
way-
communication stones. That's fine. You
Yeah.
can get in contact with him.
Ninja, if I cast animating performance on my armor and my animating performance creature has a fly and I'm wearing the armor, could I hypothetically fly?
Oh, that's a tough one.
Does he have enough strength
Wait
to
a
carry you?
I'll weigh like
Hey, Ninja, I got a question.
Yeah.
You know that little building that you got next to the tower where the slaves are?
the S word.
Why is Sia in there? Is there a reason?
You need a half elf model.
He's a
Right.
slave.
Tower
What?
where the slaves are. He was here at one point. in a previous week.
All right.
All right,
Oh,
it's
just before that. Okay, that's right.
lagging. All right, we can move him into the city here.
My way. My way.
We could have used you, man. Last time we had a fight that
Keep coming back to see me.
that or thing that undead creature that was spawning zombies nonstop
Countless
At the-
undead.
yeah.
A real
at the
plague
bottom of the tower.
Control.
It was
We're
an
like
endless
oddly
game of
more-
cat and mouse for Abdalim as he
And
would
we got-
swim.
We got a very very powerful item that Long is going to be able to use as a druid.
We're like oddly empty this session. Where's Terra? Or Sky?
Told him to get here. He hasn't gotten here yet.
How much? Hey, Morg.
Yes.
How much is it? Like, is this going to benefit you? This book that we found.
I mean, increase DC, increase damage for spells. Helps with all the stuff that I normally do.
Your
like
DC?
perception checks.
For
Yeah,
your spells?
yeah. Wisdom gives me DC.
That's
Oh.
true. So you're gonna have a perception just like mine. You could actually surpass my perception because with this, if you find a way to get yourself to 20, you use this then. So you go up to 22.
And I'm gonna help you read it. That's gonna be a bonding activity for us both.
But you're gonna have to wait though. You need to.
Yeah.
You're not
I
at
gotta wait.
20. You're not at 20 yet, huh?
Yeah, I just need a level once. So if I don't know if this adventure is leveling us or something else next is gonna level us.
Yeah. So how much wisdom do you have now? 19 or 18?
18. So then I use my doubles, the 2
Man.
points and a 1 stat.
It would have been nice if it was 19. That way you can choose like another, like a
Yeah.
feat that gives you a +1 in wisdom and gives you other bonuses.
Pretty much all my
Discord.
stuff is even anyway, so it wouldn't help.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Who's that?
That's a tarot. Now we're only missing
Who's
one
that?
person.
Yeah, well, he's probably dealing
It's
with
Mr.
family
Hero.
stuff.
Harold, the first, second, and third.
Hello.
Taro the Hero.
Alright, I was too busy being the Emperor and humankind.
Oh yeah. You play in a Warhammer game or something?
No.
No,
The Emperor
humankind.
and
Like civilization.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good game. Cool game. Cool game.
Oh yeah, you play Civ?
He's
I beat you in Civ.
If you have
Probably.
37 hours to go.
Oh, you
he
gotta.
just brought up the game.
You want to play?
I'll beat you in it.
You want to play a full night every night for an entire 2 weeks?
Right.
That's what I did. Everyone's like, "Where the fuck did Joe Dab go?" Like, he's playing Civilization again.
Yeah, he started a fucking game of Civilization.
That sounds perfect.
Well, yeah, we lost him. He's gone.
That game's like a full hobby. You need to make a schedule
Yeah.
for that one.
It's like building
Is it
something.
I did. That's what happened with RimWorld too, man. Fuck,
Yeah.
man.
It's like
I lost like
building
a whole
Is it
month
fun?
playing RimWorld.
something. A lot of people like
I
it.
have too many games that are like a life commitment.
Yep. That's what
Get
Pal
rid
World
of
did to
them.
me. Soon I'll have every pal.
I had to get out of Power World.
Man,
I
that
noticed I
game's-
haven't played.
That game's fucking addictive. Well, the server hasn't been updated, so that's kept me away from it because I can't play it.
What are you gonna do with the pals once you have them all?
Breed them. I make them fuck.
Why?
He's a pal
What are you
fucker.
doing Pokemon? Make them stronger.
It's not the same thing as a buddy fucker. It's like a
And
little bit different.
So I capture 10 of a pal, and then I say, all right, this pal is ferocious, and that pal has burly body, so I'm gonna make him fuck, and then I'll get a ferocious burly body out of it.
Okay, one. So you want to be? So you're Brock then? You're Brock.
He wants to be the very best. Like no
Man.
one ever was.
You should see some of my pals. They've been bred and crossbred and inbred and then rebred back with themselves to make like the ultimate super deadly pal.
I don't remember this part of Pokemon.
Yeah.
He wants to be
How
the
does that work?
very best.
I mean, that game's funny. It's like, okay, you two pals, you fuck, and you make a baby, and then I take the mama out, and then I put the baby in, and then I make the dad fuck the baby, and then that makes like an inbred child that has all the right traits.
You guys, guys, you remember the episode where Pikachu,
There's a
had to
chart.
fuck Groudon? Remember the episode where Ash told Pikachu, "Fuck Groudon"? I remember that episode.
So I've got
Really
like
remember.
really strong inbred pals.
There's a chart on that game to see what they'll make.
Yeah, I've cheated a little bit and looked at the chart.
Inbred slaves. Yep. Just
Oh, even better, I ended up being a millionaire. And so I took my million pal bucks and I went to the black market dealer and I bought $1 million worth of mind-controlled drugs. So whenever any of my pals is like, I'm tired of working on your weapon shop. I wanna sleep all day. And then I'm just like, oh yeah, have some of this mind-controlled drug and get the fuck back to work.
I'm sick of working on your weapons line.
You run a freaking breeding operation, and now you secured yourself a healthy batch of mind control drugs.
I've got like 100 of them. It's absurd. It's so
He's a pal
expensive.
fucker.
They cost like 10,000 each, and I've got 100 of them.
This has to be illegal.
It's not.
Look in the dark.
Not in Pal World.
There's no laws
There's
about
no-
pals.
There's no laws against the pals.
There's no pal labor laws.
There's no laws against
There's
the
no
pals.
laws when you're drinking the claws. White claw.
Anyway, Sky will go in the freaking Dark Sun chat. Dang it.
There's no laws against the pals.
Oh, yeah. Are we ready to start something?
Skywell's not even here.
I would say.
Well, we don't know when he's gonna come.
Dang it. Why did I say Skywell? Ninja. I wanted you to look in the Dark Sun.
Oh, okay.
Wait, are we live?
I'm looking. You've
Yeah.
got some rep men.
Okay, I can't say that word then. But I thought
Why
Taro said something else instead of ninja.
Ninja,
It's too late
please.
to make considerations on being live.
Yeah.
Apparently Twitch isn't very cool with the N word. No
what
matter
do
how
you
much I
even-
want it.
Yeah, but what do you even need to use it? You know?
I thought Taro said something else. Like I said, I heard
Just waiting for an
Nah.
opportunity to use it all the
Nah.
time.
This is-
I'm just waiting.
This is a Christian server. We wouldn't do anything like that.
So we're lying now. Okay.
Slavery is okay within the Bible.
I mean,
Yes.
you're not wrong.
This is my personal endorsement of
What?
slavery.
All right, guys. So here you are in the city of
Forest of Fools.
Giustenal, the ruins. You're exploring. Where would you like to go next?
I'm gonna go to 7.
You want to go
8,
towards
9?
7. So
Let's go towards 7.
Taurus wants
Wait,
to
where am
head
I?
right towards the palace. So you guys want to move towards number 7.
I don't want to go in the open.
Wait, you guys know where I'm at?
I want to stealth towards 7 while they catch up to me, I guess.
Well, I mean, you're
Well, I wanna
already
make sure the
there
elves
because
don't
you
get it.
ran off on your own and you looted
Okay.
this place, if you recall.
Okay.
So
I just want to make sure that the elves don't get it.
So you're not even technically here. You're like over there, and the rest of the party is here waiting for Soul to arrive, which he does right here. Reunited, and it feels so good.
And it feels so good.
All right, Orin's like smoke bomb,
Did we do that together?
Ninja
Did we just do
vanish.
it together?
and nobody knows where Orin is.
And it feels so good.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't
Right.
feel like a duet right now. We're trying
Hello.
to D&D.
Guys, where do you guys want to go? You want to go straight to it like he did? Or do you want to try to sneak around? Like, what is the plan to be able to get towards the temple? I think he's going to get
Fury,
himself in
clear
deep
out.
Huh?
We already cleared 15, right? That
Was it
was where I
15?
saw the.
So you went
That's
to
where I saw the
15.
ghosts.
You went to 15, and that's where all the slaves they died.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There were some gladiators here too, and you defeated the gladiators.
Sorry, who killed this city?
It's a mystery. That's what you're here to find out.
Oh. Unfortunately, speak with dead is not within my abilities. So I
Well,
guess-
we believe it's a sorcerer king.
A city this size, you can assume it did once belong to a Sorcerer King.
Yeah.
And you've heard of Sorcerer Kings fighting each other before, so maybe.
Yeah, and we know of 2 of them that died.
But you've also found several things that are associated with a lion god Taraskir.
And the sword did tell us a few things too.
I gotta restart my computer real quick. Sorry.
So there was a King Taraskir, whose symbol was a lion, and he went to war with a powerful enemy. Apparently
Where's
he
that
did not
flying
win.
machine?
Is that king from this place?
Ship is far from here. It's not close.
I think at one point this area did belong to Taraskir. And
But
that
there was an
that,
obvious like
the temple, Tenpug's temple, is like a distant outpost of Taraskir's empire.
and there was an insane like blast of energy that happened that left a crater, and destroyed parts of the temple.
Yeah, you can see
I'm
the
trying to figure out
signs.
what it was.
The signs of an epic battle using magic that's possibly 10th or 11th level.
So it's something that we don't know how to if we survive that. I don't think so.
I
The
mean, but that
land
was
here
a
is
long
also
time ago, right?
poisoned beyond belief. Utterly toxic.
Everything?
Everything. So some kind of massive defiling went down here.
Is there a way to combat it?
Oh shit.
Not that you know of, but you've seen no plant life since you've entered the city.
But would we notice that? That things are like
no carcasses at all.
Well, Taurus in particular, he's in the gardens, and I described to him that he could see that all of the plants in these massive gardens around the castle had been turned to ash, which is what defiling does.
Mm. Yeah. I remember that.
Okay. And then we had all these slaves. They probably got sucked out of their energy.
Correct.
Stuck
When
in
all the
there.
plants are drained, then the energy starts being taken from the citizens.
I think we move towards this arena, I guess.
Casting limit-breaking magic usually requires a huge human sacrifice to pull off.
And that's what was pretty much going to happen in Tyr.
Here.
Yep, right at the beginning. The very first thing.
So it's possible that the Tyr would look just like this right now.
Oh yeah.
If it wasn't for you,
Yeah.
brave soldiers.
We moved to 6 here or 9, whatever it is. I don't know what's.
Sorry, I'm
what's
trying
6, I
to
think.
turn my tabletop back on.
Yeah. No rush.
Error on my computer.
I'm opening my book stuff here. One moment.
Is that
Oh,
an
it's got
arena?
food cooking.
Dragoth's Templars insisted that the city have an arena, even though the Dread King himself cared little for such mundane sport. To the nobles and merchants of the time, the city would not have been complete without such a complex. Dragoth approved its construction to appease them. Underneath the southern seating section are slave pens filled with dozens of near-mummified bodies behind thick wooden bars. Only a few escaped the crude prisons. The rest were trapped and left to die when the mass exodus occurred.
Wow. So that means that this guy, this Sorcerer King, most likely became a true dragon.
I'll be back in a bit.
Okay.
Get my recording.
Awesome.
Is that possible, Ninja?
You're seeing signs that could indicate that.
Alright.
Have I noticed any writing yet? Any kind of like words, like anything yet, like that?
Yeah, probably. There'd be writing here and there. It wouldn't be super common, but maybe on a edifice of a building, maybe over the arena, it would have the words that say arena, things like that.
I'm thinking like sculptures and stuff that would like have plaques or stuff. That's what I'm looking for.
Okay. I'll read the
See if I can get
descriptions.
some knowledge.
I'll read the descriptions carefully when you go to areas, and you'll see them.
How's the arena? Like, what are we finding in this? Is it a little bit like the Coliseum where everyone was kind of stuck in there?
I mean, the scale is not quite as huge. It's all very open with bleachers. The prisoners were just kept under the bleachers.
Is there anything else? And
Don't
Is there
imagine any of the
ringside
weapons
Zoom?
they had for the prisoners would be magical.
So in the guide here,
Why does ringside?
it often says that if the party wants to search an area, it costs time. So it would take you hours to search the arena because it's a fairly large area to search.
Yeah.
Why does
I like
ringside
the
like a
description.
nightmare creature?
well, do we find
That
any?
isn't-
Do we find any danger though?
You're saying he looks like a nightmare creature?
Yeah, I like zoomed. I was like, "Who is this?" I thought it was like something we were fighting, and I zoomed in on his face, and it's just.
He's a Terran. He's got a pterodactyl head.
Oh, it's mildly disturbing in a helmet.
I guess.
I don't tell him that, but I'm thinking that in character.
We've been
character.
partying with him for months.
Yeah, you've seen him with his head off.
That's
we
why I'm
took
not
a whole
telling
year
you.
of downtime.
I know, but like it's like I don't know if it's just that hell. It's like elongated, and it's like his face is like just like somehow still doesn't fit.
Wow.
I'm not sure. I'm just saying.
You are really fucked up.
Everyone else looks
I mean,
cool, though,
I'm-
I'm just saying.
We're not spending hours searching here because we need to get to Taurus so he doesn't probably get himself killed.
So you guys hurry
What?
ahead and catch up with Taurus. Good plan.
if-
Oh, you guys are coming right behind me. What are you talking about? You searching what?
Well, they are now.
No, we're not searching. We're going through areas. We're
Okay.
not just like jumping in. You know what I mean?
So before we delve into the palace itself, I did want to sort of quickly go over the dangers of the region. So top of the list is the color in darkness, which touches the minds of all psionic men, elves, mull, and dwarves. Even if you're immune to fear, you'll still experience terrifying hallucinations while within the walls of the city. You won't be afraid
Wait a
of them
second.
like a normal person would, but strange things are happening and you'll be seeing them.
I thought we got rid of it by killing the fucking.
No, there's more powerful things here.
Color in darkness was not the creature in the spire.
Oh, well then I'm not gonna go out by myself. Well, aw.
Well,
I'll
you're the one
wait
who's-
at the garden.
That's what
I'll wait
happens
at
when
the
you
garden.
just jump.
Like you would definitely
Well, I mean,
you would definitely still be aware of the oppressive presence of this psionic
Yeah.
thing lurking in the darkness around you.
well,
Yeah,
when we killed the thing the last time, when we killed it, we were kind of like, yeah. Now you notice a shift in the mood is calmer now.
we didn't get rid of it.
This time
I
there
thought
was
it was,
no
like, gone.
shift. There was no
No.
shift in mood. This place is still as evil and horrifying as it was before, but you got rid of the undead.
Yeah. We're not going out into the middle of that. Yeah. We're not doing that.
So
I'm not charging into the palace. I'm definitely stealth right now, invisible.
Okay, so the old
Waiting for
city
the
is
party.
half buried as if the whole palace is sliding into the silt sea. Sand is piled everywhere, in the street, on every rooftop. When you move, if you're walking on the ground, you will kick up huge clouds of silt in your wake that can, like, obscure vision dramatically. You're as dusty as it's possible to be. Every creature has disadvantage on wisdom perception checks just by default. As long as those checks rely on sight. If you're like using a sense of smell or something, maybe that'll work.
Though
I'm-
your invisibility probably wouldn't work.
I still have these haboob pictures up here because it is terribly windy on the edge of the silt sea.
I'm not touching the ground.
Ranged attacks are made with disadvantage due to wind and heavily obscured targets at almost every range. The Grey Death is a constant threat. The power of the Silt Priest Abdalim contained within the clay tablet scrolls only lasts for 3 hours. Even the best-made mundane sandstorm mask would barely be effective here. The the grit gets in and on everything. Only magical means can really do anything to avoid the silt entirely. And if you should lose your mask in a fight, it would be really bad. So the winds are strong, and it feels a bit like a sandblast on any exposed skin, so any kind of cloak or cape or blanket will help to protect you from the constant abrasion. And you can always smell like an overwhelming tar smell everywhere that kind of blots out almost any other smell.
We're going into the tomb of like probably one of the most powerful being in the world.
I was gonna say, can we just continue to have that tablet on us?
Oh yeah, well
we-
he gave 2 to each of you, and some of you
Yeah,
used
yeah,
one.
Well,
But
it
it's
wouldn't be
still-
done yet.
It's
still
still
lasts
within
like 3
the
hours.
It's still within the 3-hour time limit so far. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not
Um,
using. I'm not using
I was
mine.
I would if I noticed that I was kicking up dust and stuff, I would probably just float.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah,
hover
you
off
were,
the
you
ground.
were already
Question,
flying, and you never said you landed, so I'm just letting you know, if you ever do, clouds of dust immediately.
Little question, Ninja.
Yeah.
Like for example, for Ringside.
Yeah.
Is it possible for him to use his air elemental to keep his head constantly like clear,
Dust
so he
free.
can just so he can just breathe normally?
It wouldn't hurt. It would
Yeah,
be
that way
like
does-
a constant
does it-
job
that-
for it, though.
Yeah. Huh?
It would be like a permanent job. He'd have to sit there like a little backpack that does air filtering the whole time.
Why not? It's not like it's like the most powerful thing, you know?
Right.
Like, it's a pretty low level air elemental.
But what is he has a tablet that's keeping him.
But if he
He's able to
doesn't
breathe
if he
still.
doesn't need to use it, like I'm not using
He already
mine
used
because
it,
I
though. I thought he
I'm-
used it already.
Most people did.
Yeah, everyone except for you, I thought, used it already.
One of them. You got backups.
Yeah.
So, hey, my question as a DM is, do you really want to go straight to the palace when there's so many parts of the city you didn't look at?
I thought it was just treasure waiting for us, not a fight. So, I'm waiting at the
Yeah.
garden for someone else to say something differently.
Well, we only have 6 hours to explore stuff
Yeah.
because of the tablets. And
Well,
so
you
it's
spent
probably
an
best
hour
if
at
we
least.
deal with the biggest threat thing first.
Well, you think about this, like if we go to 6, okay, the arena, for us to just search that one, it would take us an hour or 2. Like we gotta select the areas where we want to go, and I think at the end of the day though, like the palace is probably one of the one that we need to go to.
I just don't want the elves to get to the palace first.
Well, they're never gonna make it to the palace.
Did they
but
just kind of screw
the
off
idea
after
of-
taking stuff from the boat?
So also, I don't want you to
Super.
feel like you're like super limited on time, because Abdalim is just outside the city, and you could convince him to give you more tablets. He hasn't given you his entire supply, obviously, and he can make more.
Well,
Well,
we're
it's
still
changed a lot.
we're still fresh right now.
Right.
How powerful were the elves?
The
Will
elves
they
that
be able
you
to
met,
take out this threat?
you did not roll insight at the time, but your general assessment of them is that they are adventure level, which I don't know, maybe 5th level, 6th level, something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they wouldn't survive here. I don't think so.
Well, the elves
I
have
mean, even if-
survived here. You're aware that the elves have looted parts of this town and gotten
Oh yeah,
away.
that's right. But they
They
Told
probably
us
been.
they kind of already looted near like 13 over here.
But I'm saying they wouldn't be able to go into like the palace and deal with the threat, probably.
I don't know.
The
Well,
elves
I-
have not delved deep here because it's risky.
I think we should go in 7. I don't know. That's what I would say, and we can explore the rest after.
Can
We've
we
spent about
see
an
how
hour so
far
far.
down the cavern goes
You
through
wanna
through
look
that
at
middle area?
5. All right. Let's see here. So, Moving from the Grand Gardens towards the giant crack, you're able to see down this massive causeway that runs the length of the town. The Grand Plaza. Huge stone basins such as those used for topiaries surround the plaza, but beneath the silt there is only black ash. A large crack cuts through the plaza and extends to the palace beyond. The crack is deep enough to be visible as the silt is gathered in its depths, but does not fill or cover it over. There are many skeletons that are visible here, partially buried in the silt. In ancient times, Scorcher will recall that the attacks of the Sorcerer Kings drew life energy from the trees that once filled the stone basins and from much of the crowd. The rest were killed by destructive spells such as the one that shattered the ground.
We saw those poor souls lost to this massive attack. I wonder if anyone actually survived that kind of thing.
I don't think so.
Even if it was another sorcerer king or queen.
So
think
also,
about-
while you're standing in the garden, you can see that there are 2 corpses that have been rummaged around with, and there are clouds of smoke here from when tourists came through.
Think about this, Morg. How long did this happen? When did this event happen? How many hundreds of years?
The place is weathered by age. Everything around here is sort of legendary, so it must have happened a very, very long time ago.
Would the sword know?
Aren't the existing sorcerer kings and queens also like they're hundreds of years old, aren't they?
Oh yeah, they're all immortal. They've existed
Yeah,
since
so-
the Green Age? Many thousands
Holy
of years.
shit. Alright. So,
So-
would the sword know about this? What happened here?
Yeah, it can provide some information in each of the areas. That's why I'm giving you the full description, not keeping too much.
Okay. I wonder if there's anything hiding in there.
The guide provides a lot of insight as to what all this stuff was actually used for, or what actually happened here at one point. So I'll just have Scorcher kind of fill in the details as you go.
Do you, any of you, has an objection to enter the palace?
Can we just fly straight through there with the flying carpet? Does it look like it goes into like
Okay, let me read the
a road
description.
or something?
That might help.
We start going through the chasm opening.
From the outside, Dragoth's fortress looks far less impressive than those of Nibene, Kalek, or the others. This is partly due to hurried rebuilding, but mostly due to the Dread King's lack of attention to the project. There's a large building with a huge hole in the front of it that you could easily get through. And if you look, there's like a circular part in the middle. That's actually a tall tower. Now, the tower has 3 floors, and the 3rd and 2nd floor have huge windows that have been completely blown out. So you could easily get into the tower. And also, on the front of the tower, there's the body of a man in priestly robes who has been staked to the tower, like the outside of it, like a public execution to torture him to death.
Can we fly to that person?
Yeah, so like your options are either to fly into the hole or to fly up to the tower. So, flying up to the tower, you find a man. Do you want to investigate it?
Yeah. Who's good with investigation? Any of you?
Taro,
Hey,
Or is it
I got a
Oren?
+4.
I think Oren is pretty good.
I don't think he's an int rogue. No,
I got
he's
a
not
4.
an int rogue.
×2, yes, advantage
yeah,
and a
that's
+10.
Yeah.
Can we ask Oren to come and investigate the body?
Okay. He appears out of the shadows, and without a word, he investigates.
Yes, advantage. +10.
With advantage. Shit. He still gets an 18, which is pretty good. Okay. The tower completely black tower made of obsidian, the blackest obsidian. There are large holes and cracks that now mar its surface, and it's pitted and rough from the abrasive, silt-laden wind. Most ominous is the single bleached skeleton staked by iron spikes to the center of the tower. Orin investigates, and he thinks that the man is a high priest of some sort. He takes a medallion from around his neck that bears a dragon symbol. It's probably pretty valuable, and he takes it for a holy symbol immediately.
Can I do detect magic?
Okay. Well, he hasn't brought it back to you just yet, so hang on.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so he's still investigating, and he looks over, and he thinks that this person was probably important. He doesn't seem to have anything on him other than this amulet, but he was definitely killed slowly and in public. Pretty grisly scene. So he brings back this medallion and he shows it to you. It does bear the image of a dragon. He'll explain that it was around the man's neck. And as soon as he took it, the whole body just fell apart and collapsed to the ground, shattered.
Can I ask the sword if he knows of that item?
He says that it is the holy symbol of Dragoth.
And detect magic on it, what does it show me?
It is pseudo-magical, I suppose. Being a holy symbol, it's definitely got magical aspects to it, but only to a priest of that religion. So you can't access it unless you're the type that can use it.
Can I ask to hold it?
Yeah, Orin's not here. He hands it off to you, and then disappears back into the shadows after throwing a smoke grenade.
I'm gonna take my stick of identification.
Yeah, you can't gain any more information other than it's a holy symbol that could be used to do any kind of turn undead type things.
We should look into this. Like, we should look for more of these symbols around and see if there's any senses that we can make or connections we could put together.
Did I read anything about Dragoth?
Yeah, Dragoth's kind of a new name. You haven't heard much about it.
No, the plaques or anything in here either?
I'm going to take all the
We should go
figurines and
down
move them
into
over
the
here.
tower.
Is that all of them? I think that's all of them.
I
Did
think
we miss anybody? Because we're changing maps.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so.
Okay, I think it's good. One moment.
Like, being able to fly like we can right now really changes the dimension on how we move around.
It sure helps.
If anyone wants to do exploring, I rent out to you the air elemental.
Well, we were talking
Rent?
about
We
you
have to
using
pay
the air elemental as an air filter to keep the silt out of your face.
There you go.
We rent it. We have to pay you. How much is you say? For a person? I was going to say power. How much does he?
Although now that you mention it, I could just extort you all right now.
So, question:
we
do
go.
you want to try to
Super
infiltrate
salt.
through the crack, or would you like to infiltrate through the broken window of the tower?
Window,
Crack.
huh?
Broken window.
The crack's funnier.
All right, to the broken window we go.
Yeah.
Yoink.
Who's calling me? Hold on, I'll be
This
right
up
back.
a little bit bigger. I'll lock that down. Do you want to go to the third or second floor?
Third and make our way down now.
All right, so you fly in a window. I'll let you guys choose which window you fly in. Let's assume there's one in each cardinal direction. This is a window, this is a window, this is a window, and this is a window.
Alright. Who wants to choose? Where was which side was the dude that was hooked?
Hmm.
The dude abides.
Well, we could say he was just right here.
So we would probably go up and in this window, no?
All right. Small glass windows here have all been shattered. Most of the chamber is covered in thick gray dust. The furniture and Dragos' mammoth bed have collapsed, and the curtains that once covered the gray marble walls have fallen to the floor in dirty, deteriorating bundles. The shelves, once containing books, now hold so much rotted pulp. There's a balcony outside, and it provides an excellent view of Giustenal and the surrounding vicinity. So I guess what this is depicting here is this is sort of the balcony. You can just walk on that on the outside, and then there's the windows that lead into the interior. Actually, maybe these are the windows. That could be the case. This and this, and then that's like a door.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the windows are shattered, and you can get in through there. There's a hole in the wall over here that you could get through. The doors are probably locked, but the wood of the door is old and rotted beyond belief if it's even still attached.
I still have detect magic on. Is there any glow?
You scan the room with detect magic. There is a lingering element of magic on the bookshelf. Many of these were spell books at one point. But you can tell by their state that it's all worthless.
Not even like a page or anything.
Anything you touch will turn to dust in your hands.
That's kind of sad. Okay.
Just kick the bed and see if it'll collapse.
The
Might
bed
have
is
been some-
already collapsed. The legs have broken, and everything's rotted and falling apart. Also, the
There's
dimensions of the bed are gigantic. These are 10-foot squares, and that is a 20-foot wide bed.
Dang.
It was-
Up here.
So it was a dragon.
He was huge.
Oh,
So
there's
he was
nothing
his
of value.
he was his own god. Is there-
All of them. Sorcerer Kings are their own god.
Yeah, many of them.
So the symbol that I'm carrying is like of that. If the it's of him pretty much.
Yeah.
The sorcerer king.
Well, it only depicts a generic dragon's head.
Okay.
I'm led to believe that there was a failed attempt at dragonhood here.
Maybe. Investigate further and find out.
Yeah, we gotta keep on looking everywhere.
Now, there is one large staircase that leads deeper into the tower.
And we can fly down.
Since Orin's not here, I'm gonna say he checks the floor for traps carefully. He does not find any traps. He says, "Hey guys, I think the staircase is safe."
Well, we can still fly down.
Do we have an Orin figurine? Where'd that go? Here it is. Haha, put him on the stairs.
We can fly down and just avoid the staircase. The stairs.
You learned your lesson in the Spire. They put traps on those stairs.
Yeah.
Alright. Carefully moving to the next level. Orin scouts ahead a little bit, using his stealth. He looks around. He says, the coast might be clear.
Inside the tower, do we still make perception checks with disadvantage?
Yeah, there's a lot of silt in here, too.
Okay, I'm gonna try to just look around if there's anything, I guess obviously kind of not deteriorated.
So the okay, the natural doesn't work. Try perception. Oh fuck.
Boy.
20 or
21 with guidance. Oh wait, what?
21.
Wait.
Yeah, I was looking at Kreis's roll. Okay, 21 with guidance. You look around the room. The second floor. This room is almost totally barren. It was designed with large windows for an open feel. Most of the glass is shattered. When Dragoth fell, a lot of damage was done here. There are a few panes that remain intact. The stairway door leading down to the laboratory has been torn from its hinges. A staircase in the tower room leads up to the 3rd floor. You just came down from there. So from here, it looks like a clear shot over to the staircase, and Orin checks for traps. He does not find any traps. He says, I think it's alright. He begins scouting the staircase.
So you said that there were paintings?
No. Panes of glass. A couple of them survived.
Can we look at them?
Yeah. I imagine he had stained glass, so some sort of intricate glass work made by a wealthy craftsman.
Can we put that in one of our bags? The group bag?
It would be difficult to remove. Even the damage to the castle and the weathering of time wasn't enough to displace it.
But that would be quite the valuable item, huh?
This place
It'd be
has
hard to
a
transport.
lot of large things
Just-
that you could conceivably take, but it would be time-consuming and difficult.
Yeah, that's like a project. I
Yeah, it
forgot
would be a
about that, yeah.
project. But there are some things here, and I'll mention them when you see them.
Alright. We'll send the crew to come and clean it up.
I wonder if we could, I don't know, end up killing or clearing the place if rebuild the castle.
Well, I don't know how you. I don't know how you get rid of such defiling, presence. Like it's lasted for hundreds of years, and
Yeah, we've dealt with things like the swoon and the
it's still
massive
killing
headaches.
everything.
Everybody's
What, you-
flying, right?
Mm-hmm.
There is a 25% chance that anybody going down these stairs will cause the stairs to collapse. I guess that's not going to happen. You guys bypass so many traps these days. It's ridiculous. I'm going to start mentioning them to you just because it's funny.
Okay. Just throw the deck of cards.
Orin spots a trap. He's like, hey guys, don't land.
Pretty much. First floor.
Okay, so everybody moves down to the next floor. This is a rather busy room, so let me read the description to you. It looks like Dragos' enemies looted and then set fire to this chamber after his death. There are huge machines made of glass and metal that are strewn about the room. There are tables, broken vials, and several inches of ash. The metal in here looks like it could be salvaged and might be valuable. But it would take a couple hours of scrounging through the debris in order to get it. So that's another one of those time-consuming, bulky, probably not a good thing to take at the moment, but could be valuable. Keep it in mind. The south wall supports 3 stone-barred holding cells for prisoners used in Dragos' experiments. Most of the blackened corpses are of animals, but one is vaguely human.
What are the what looked like happened to it? Like, how was it killed?
Roll a perception check.
Disadvantage.
With disadvantage?
Yes.
Can I get guidance? Can I do guidance for that?
Yeah, you can. You can guidance yourself.
Do it.
This is 16.
How does that work? It doesn't work for me.
I'd say
Um,
telepizza.
Wait, did you roll a d20 plus your
Yeah.
1d4 as
Mhm.
disadvantage? So the way that disadvantage works when you roll with these dice towers is you're not supposed to roll bonus dice like guidance with it. You're just supposed to roll the 2d20 and disadvantage, and then you roll
Oh, I
the
see. I see. I
d4
see.
separately. Because the dice tower calculator thing does is if you click disadvantage
Yeah.
with it, it'll take the lower of the 2 dice, which is generally the
Yeah.
d4. So that's why the
Well, that wouldn't be helpful.
10, 1 plus 10 says you have an 11. because it took the 1 from the D4.
I know. Yeah, I see. Oh, I see. Oh, it's confused.
So really, it should be with your 10 plus 1 guidance and your 10 modifier. It should be
Yeah.
21 with your
Oh, I see.
lower of the
Yeah,
rolls.
it's 21. No, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I got a 21.
Okay. Okay, you look into the cell and you see a man, but there's something wrong with him. Something terribly wrong with him. The fire that swept through this room burned his legs. His legs are completely turned to ash. The entire lower half of him is completely burned.
Is he alive?
Now, because you rolled a 21, you can tell that he's still moving. It's an undead. You can tell it's an undead.
I'll ask it, how long have you been there for?
The undead suddenly takes notice, and it tries to escape from its cell.
I don't think you're gonna get out of there.
The undead doesn't seem hostile to you, but it moves to the cell and attempts to get out. It tries to open the door, and when it fails to open the door, it simply looks up to you and almost pleadingly begins to wail with this, like, unearthly moan. It's just kind of horrifying, just like the raspy sound of its mummified, desiccated lungs trying to rasp out some sort of scream from beyond the grave.
Right, I'm gonna get over there and give it a telepathy to the brain and see what this thing is on about.
The mind of the undead has single-minded focus to find the one that did this horror to it and kill them.
Oh, you're a revenant.
No, this is a type of undead called a Venger. Vengers seek vengeance against the one who did them wrong. They're very single-minded. They'll fight you if you try to get in the way of them, but otherwise they're blind to anything but the target of their animosity.
Can you question what its target is? Does it even know, or is it just like blindly angry at anything?
You just said.
It's
Well,
just repeating over and over again. Kill Dragoth, kill Dragoth, kill Dragoth.
Hey, we want to kill Dragoth. Where is he?
What if we say Dragoth is already dead?
We don't know that.
Do you say
Oh, well, if
Dragoth
we
is
tell
already
him.
dead?
Maybe.
Well, let me know when you're certain.
Hey, we
So you wanna say it?
So Ninja, do we know if Dragot is dead or not?
It's a mystery.
If
You could
his-
keep investigating
if-
and make up your own mind.
If his high
Anyway,
priest
I'm
was
trying-
staked
wait,
up
can
on
you
top
hear
of the tower, it's pretty likely that he did die, or at the very least, he lost and had to flee.
Yeah, we don't know. And does the sword know?
I'm not gonna lie to him. I'll say, what if Dragoth is already dead?
The
been a
sword
long
believes
time.
that Dragoth was slain. When it went into hiding in the cave all those many years ago, the last thing it was aware of, the situation, that Dragoth had been dead a long time.
Does this thing know where Dragoth is?
Well, this was his
Why
city, and he died here. You haven't found a
Okay,
corpse
where-
yet, though.
Like, does he have Dragoth sense?
No. Scorcher,
tell-
Scorcher
I'll-
is a sentient weapon that has some history knowledge, but that's it.
I think we could potentially tell him, and maybe that will free it.
Okay. Behave yourself, and we'll go see if we can't get you some dead Dragoth.
You're going
That
to
do anything?
bring him proof he's dead?
Maybe, it depends.
If the corpse is somewhere, and we can find it here, maybe.
Does it respond to my request?
Sorry. What was your request?
If it behaves itself, we will attempt to go wrangle it some dead Dragoth.
It tugs at the prison bars, trying to escape continuously.
We let this thing out.
I would. I don't care.
There seems to
If
be
it-
a key hanging on the wall if you would like to unlock the cell and open the door.
I'd say we open it. I'll open it.
Okay, the party opens the door.
I'm back, guys.
The
What happened?
Venger,
I'm back.
the Venger is going to fall from its perch in the prison cell, and it's going to claw at the ground until it eventually begins to, like a paraplegic, like a wheelchair-bound cripple. It begins to walk on just its hands with its upper body strength, and it
Damn.
clumsily plods out the door, paying no mind to anybody, almost as if it's completely blind to you standing around it. And it'll shuffle around, and it'll occasionally bump into something, and then it'll fall over pitiably, it'll moan, and then it'll get back up.
This fucking
It takes a
fucking
while.
torture.
Can we kill it?
It's pretty
we
slow,
kill
but
it?
it begins to work its way towards the descending staircase down.
Is it gonna touch the trap?
I'm gonna have the air elemental just help it get to where it's trying to go. Like pick it up and move in the.
But it doesn't even know where it's really going. Like
Make it.
it
No.
doesn't know where Dragoth is.
Just
does
make
it?
it float around.
Brain might know what to do. We're gonna see.
Okay, so the Venger crawls down the stairs to a rubbled entrance to lower tunnels and claws pathetically at the stone.
I think we follow it. He's a guide.
Okay.
He might be guided by the corpse or maybe Dragot. I don't know. We're gonna find something.
He's guided by hatred.
Yeah.
I don't know if following rage is a good thing, but okay.
Well, we don't have any guides from this place, and he might know a safe way around without like triggering any traps. And if there's a trap, well, you know, he's gonna get hit by it or something.
Or he'll just collapse the stairs. You can follow him.
Yeah, potentially. What else is in this room? Is this just like a torture room, pretty much?
No. This room seems like it was used for some sort of experiment. There are like capsules that are the size of a man, and they contain humans that seem to have been modified. Like maybe just one arm is longer than the other, and it's got like a reptilian clawed hand. Or maybe there's another one that's got like a vestigial tail and
it's like
more like reptilian snout, but has like a deformed crooked spine or something. And they all seem to be like failed, dead, half mutated experiments.
So it's like
Carol, you know anything
Alien.
about-
It's like Alien 3
Yeah.
when she gets in the lab with all of her clones.
Exactly like that, but roll a history check.
Taro, do you know anything about this? I mean,
Wow. No.
On Zoom and on Quest. Or is it-
Bad soul.
I'm just asking.
Okay, history. Do we want to give advantage to someone here? I think we should.
Ring sight is not a mutated human.
Okay, yes, I have a +5 in history. Is there anyone of you that has higher?
History is intelligence, right?
I think so.
Yep.
Let me see.
Yeah,
If
history.
this,
I'm gonna have.
my history is only a +3.
I get a +5.
You better roll it.
Anyone else beat that?
I can get a guidance.
Bardic inspiration.
Okay, so can you try to assist me?
You don't want bardic
Sure.
inspiration.
You just need to get a 10.
You can do both. Bardic Inspiration lasts like 10 minutes, right?
Yeah. So
Last
can
one.
you do yours to give me advantage?
You have to be
I
proficient
got
in history.
16 for advance.
There we go.
Oh wait, you need proficiency in history?
Yeah,
Never
to
mind,
do the
then I
help
can't
action,
make
you gotta have proficiency in it.
it. Never mind.
Okay, so you have seen something like this before when you recovered the Scorcher at the cave. Creatures similar to this attacked you.
Okay. So it's gonna be. It's a 28 on history.
Okay, so that was it.
All right. We've seen that before, you said.
Yeah.
Where though?
When you recover the Scorcher, the creatures that attacked you looked like this.
A fire sword. So it looks like the dragon people.
Yeah. The Dre, the Dragonborn.
Oh, I
Where
see.
Where's the Revenant thing?
Oh, he is
Crag.
trying to claw through rubble at the bottom of the staircase.
Yeah, he's slow. So give him a head start.
He's working on it, but it would
Wait,
take him a
where?
while to dig.
Where are the other things? The lizard creatures.
They're in the laboratory, but everything in the laboratory is burned beyond belief.
So we probably will
Okay,
find.
this is-
We probably will find some of these dragon kind deeper into this dungeon here.
We want to kill them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they
Can I
wanna kill
send
us.
them a spell first to brain dig them.
Oh yeah.
You want to
But
brain dig
don't-
hostile guys?
Don't forget one thing though.
No,
It's like there's a good chance that he can detect you, or there's a chance they might be immune to that.
No, I'm just interrogating them. If my brain
You might not be
are-
able to access them.
I made this really fun
do it.
AI-generated image of the Venger trying to get down the staircase with his burned legs.
This- Should we just chop those legs off? They seem to be like, wasted space.
They really are. It's funny.
I thought you said that they were just completely burned, like they're not even there.
Yeah, basically. It's funny though. He like falls down the stairs. He breaks his arm. He's like, "Oh well, I'll keep digging."
How long has he been living like
Anyway.
that?
He's been here
City
since
fell.
the city fell.
I'm surprised his
Message
head's not just
failed.
dust.
So the
Wait,
description of the
wait,
dead
next
here
spell.
says that some of them are skeletons bleached in the sun. Others are perfectly preserved mummies because it all depends on how the shifting winds blew the sand. If they were covered, they dried out and were preserved, but if they were uncovered, then the winds stripped away everything but their bones.
Well, if there's anything else here, I think we should just keep on going down.
Into the deep crypts.
Okay, I'm gonna level with you. I had
Into the thick of it.
I had not expected you guys to go to the palace and then immediately to here, so I didn't prepare anything.
Alright.
So
Yeah,
there's just like a sign here that says "Turn around, go back."
Alright.
to be continued.
So
We ignore it.
So
Work
next,
in progress.
alright. So next time we'll come back here, and then we'll skip all this stuff, and we'll be straight
Yeah,
in
you'll
the
just go-
straight in the basement. Okay.
It's amazing how you guys managed to skip almost everything I prepared for tonight.
Good.
Yeah, you want us to go back? I
Like,
mean,
hey, you didn't expect it. I don't know, man. Like,
So there's rubble here that cannot be uncovered for one real-world week.
what if I cast pass the wall?
Nope,
It's level-
the spell
it's
will
a-
fail automatically.
it's a level 13 spell.
What if I like just like phase through the wall? What if
No, it's a level 13 spell. You can
So,
go for that one.
you cannot get through here unless it's real life 1 week's time pass.
Some sort of
You're
reality
not
warping
capable of them-
effect prevents you from passing this
Alright, dog.
staircase.
This
until
spell's
then.
so powerful that it affects real world time.
No, we go through the portal and it brings us back to the surface.
But what I will say is you have found an entrance to the next area.
There you go. So next time we can just skip to this.
Yeah, you can easily get to this entrance to the underground. There's a system of tunnels beneath Giustenal.
Let's go back to the surface, I guess.
All right.
Okay. Oh, there's nothing else to do here then, yeah.
So just think of it as the Venger is going to dig open the tunnel for you, but it's going to take a while.
That works.
Select. Okay, so I'm gonna place you guys here.
Okay.
And the Vanger, he went down the stairs and is trying to dig in the rubble that's right here. So you guys are watching the Vanger dig in this room. But it seems like it's going to take a while, so what do you want to do instead?
I am a mole and I'm digging.
Let's explore the floors and see if there's anything left. I would really like to see if we can learn from the past, what happened in this city.
Actually, I didn't read the description of this. This is the Spire antechamber. He decorated the room with valuable artifacts from the days of Dragoth. All of the stuff in this room dates back to the Cleansing Wars, when all the races of the world of Athos were wiped out. There are ancient tapestries here that depict a sorcerer king in the earliest stages of dragon metamorphosis. He seems to be standing victoriously over the shattered body of a giant with a lion's head. The giant and the sorcerer king wear metal armor, and the background shows a location much like the Forest Ridge. The tapestry is washed out and worn, and someone seems to have scrawled a crude drawing of a lion's head in the lower corner. There's writing here. Ooh, can somebody read?
Taurus.
Ah, he's missing his chance.
Oh no,
The one thing you wanted.
Oh
Is he out?
no! Yeah,
There
he
is
fell-
no way.
No, Taurus fell asleep, so we can't.
Joe.
Yep. Guess who has all this gold again?
Alright, so
I got an idea. Can the sword read?
Yeah, the sword can read.
Can it read for us?
The sword reads the writing scrawled under the crude drawing of a lion's head, and what it says is, "The Lion King lives."
The circle of life, and it
Fantastic.
moves us on.
Hey, that's actually pretty good.
There was a war going on between a lion-headed giant and the Dragon King Dragoth, and one of the followers of the lion-headed giant is leaving some propaganda graffiti on a big piece of art depicting Dragoth as the champion and the winner in the war.
That's not cool.
So there was definitely some back and forth going on at the time.
Did the sword know about this part of the story?
It doesn't know the specifics here. They just knew that there was a war between the Lion King Taraskir and Dragoth.
That's pretty cool. Is that something we can collect?
No.
It's large, but you could collect it. There
I
are
think
other
Taurus-
tapestry here. The other tapestry shows the same malevolent sorcerer king transforming from a man into a dragon, advancing through 9 distinct stages of development.
Oh, we keep those.
So
Taurus-
earlier it was suggested, hey, maybe it was an early stage of transformation, but these tapestries tell a totally different story. 9 stages of transformation? He got real far.
Oh shit. That's not cool.
So, what would Nibene be trying to? What I've seen in Nibene along that 9-stage path.
You
Which
can't
stage
tell.
is
You've
he
never
at?
actually seen Nibene. Nibene
No,
never,
we've never seen Nibene.
Nibene never
We
shows you
haven't
its
seen
true
him.
form.
I swear we've actually laid eyes upon him.
There's like layers of obfuscation. Nibene never reveals himself to anyone. You always meet one of his wives who passes messages along.
Didn't we directly talk to him?
Well,
before?
we did, no?
It's pretty rare. Sometimes you'll get an audience, but Nibene will be in human form, polymorphed into a human.
Well,
Okay.
when he was hypnotized, didn't we see him in his dragon form though? When he was
You're right.
under.
You're right. When he was fighting
yeah.
this wound, you did see his authentic
Yeah.
dragon form.
Yeah, and that's why Taurus has the skin, cloak or whatever.
It's rare though. He almost never reveals himself to anyone.
That's cool. So he's
So-
he's at the different stage. Like he's like what, like stage 2, 3, 4?
Nibene's up there too, yeah.
Cool.
Am I able to reference that with what whatever memory I had from that battle with what I'm
Whoa.
seeing in the tapestry?
Hey, we just learned something here.
We learned
know,
all
be-
stages of dragons.
Because some grow as dragons, huh? But some of them are lions, no?
No. Taraskir was a lion-headed giant. You've met many of these beast-head giants
Okay.
before.
Right.
They are fairly common in the world.
Okay. What about what's his name? Eric
Hamanu?
Hamanu?
Amano.
So Hamanu...
Oh yeah, he's lion.
He's a
Sorry, go
lion,
ahead.
dude.
Hamanu is a sorcerer king, and sorcerer kings all can cast 9th level polymorph. They can look like whatever the hell they want to look like. So
Yeah.
Hamanu takes the
Obfuscation.
form of a lion-headed giant.
So it was like the
Oh.
gods. So they became the gods, which were creatures, pretty much.
But it's by choice, right? So it's just a cool thing to turn into. Like a fearful lion-headed giant is
Yeah,
just...
it's like their
intimidating.
identity.
But Hamanu is not Taraskir. Totally different people. Maybe Hamanu got the idea from Taraskir. Taraskir is incredibly old, dating back to the time of the old gods, probably.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's now this is not at all common knowledge to the rest of the public. This kind of information. So, are we gonna like make a museum of sorts, the Tyrion Museum
Maybe.
of the Sorcerer Kings?
I should mention there's a couple of sculptures in the room, too. One of them is a marble sculpture of a dragon, and the other is a bust of a head, although it's been shattered from the mouth up.
You want to monetize this? You want to turn into a business person? Or
Have you met a museum? You might actually. Some museum curators do have money, but very rarely are they rich.
No, we're taking this with us, huh? This is coming with us. Taurus is gonna carry that.
You didn't go
Yeah.
through the main gates, but the main gates have an identical dragon statue to either side of the gate. So this is like a prototype of the main gate dragon statues.
It wouldn't fit in a bag of holding, would it?
It would be heavy.
He has a double one though. He has like a double-sized bag of holding thing.
Yeah, it's probably, I don't know, like 50 pounds or something.
He can carry that.
Yeah, if I can pick it, I've got a strength of 14. If I can pick, I mean, 50 pounds is
Bag
not
of
too
holding can
bad.
hold 500, so that's like 10% of its space.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not out of the question.
And Taurus, if he was awake, he would really like to have that.
Yeah, it's more for educational purposes than anything
Yeah.
else.
Exactly. No, we're not destroying that. This is actually this is a lot of information because it's teaching us and it's teaching anyone that sorcerer kings, it's like they're stealing from the life of other people,
Yeah.
but they're not gods.
is that
They-
well known already though?
but they're not gods. They're just like an upgrade, you know.
Yeah, you can see the 9 stages of that upgrade, each more powerful and gigantic than the last.
So that kind of gives us an idea that each of these sorcerer kings might not be of the same strength.
Yeah.
You know, they're not gods. They're just very powerful people.
Except for the one we heard over to the east. He sounds like, if it's true, and he is a full-blown dragon, then
Yeah, he's like a
Maybe.
level 9 or whatever.
So what you're telling me is we can slowly work our way up and kill 1 through 9.
Listen, this is
And
like
get stronger.
these guys are just Super Saiyans, you know.
They've had a lot of power-ups.
Yeah.
If
just
I
need to
eat
catch up.
4 senzu beans.
You need more time in the hyperbolic time chamber.
Yeah.
Pretty much. That's what we're gonna do on the next mission.
Gonna make our own.
All right, so you're standing in this room looking at all the tapestries, thinking about how you can fit them in your bags of holding. What do you do next?
We vandalize.
What?
Well, as I described, this place has already been vandalized. There was a bust of Dragoth here, and somebody shattered the entire top of his head.
Damn, savage. Let's go to 15 then, I guess.
Oh, hold on.
Okay. Molding.
Shoot. Oh, this isn't the power that I have, I think. This psionic power of item history. You do this thing in psionics that's like psychic people claim they can do, where they go ahead and touch an item and get the history of it. Can Ring set, I guess? Could you do that? Do you see this history of this item and who did this and when?
Can't exactly see histories.
It's like this. I forget the power name, but gosh,
Legend lore.
not legend lore. It was better than that. It was
Divination or something.
it was
No.
divination that only psionicists can do.
It's
And
like
it was
a
like a level
telepathic.
one-
It's one of those minor powers.
Yeah, like a first or
Reading?
second level power.
Is
Yeah,
it like the TV show Monk?
right. No, like medium. The girl
Yeah, medium. Yeah.
Psychometry. Wait.
could be.
I don't know. You can just.
Yeah,
Google it.
psychometry, the power to perceive the residual information of an object.
Is that something that you can do?
Are you a psychic?
Okay. I thought I'd bring the idea up. I looked at what powers I pick because I think it's a wild talent you can get too, but I don't have it.
Grimorn.
Yep.
You're holding Scorcher. You nervously finger the hilt of your weapon and feel the comfortable sharpness of its edge. You feel a slight sting on the end of your hand and see that you've managed to cut yourself. A dark drop of blood falls as if in slow motion, where it lands on a bleached skull. You watch in fascination as the drop splatters, then rolls down to congeal in the silt below. The blood seems to have somehow given life to the skeleton. You note a cold glow in its previously dark eye sockets.
I back off.
Okay, it's one of those
Did you just
hallucinations.
revive
Nobody
something?
else notices it.
Oh.
Oh.
I was gonna be like, you performed Revivify without a diamond, holy shit.
What happened there?
Time to monetize his blood.
This place is haunted, and you occasionally see strange things.
Oh. Is that an illusion?
Not to you.
Can I
Not
kick
sure
it?
why you're fingering your sword though.
You kick the skull, nothing happens.
Are you saying you don't?
What?
I'm having a bad trip, man. Give me a break.
That's a every morning thing.
Orin, there's a strange sound. It's coming from these double doors here.
I don't think so.
Okay. I will make all those perception checks and sneak up on the door.
Okay.
Give me a second. Do I perceive? Am I able to perceive if it was real or not by doing a perception check?
You can corroborate with your party members that are around you if they
It's one
see
of those
the strange
situations where you
shit.
thought you saw something, but you don't see it anymore.
This is tricking our minds, this place.
Okay, I'm listening at the door very intently.
Sounds like maybe not real close, but maybe down a hall or something. You can hear somebody scratching, clawing at something.
I'm gonna open that door very quietly and sneak to look out.
Okay.
Where are you going, man?
Is it another burned person with no legs?
Where are you going, man?
Quiet. I'm hunting rabbits.
The door here is locked from your side. Do you unlock it?
Oh. Well then, time for the thieves' tools.
No, it doesn't even require thieves' tools. It's just got a thing you can turn to unlock it.
Did they lock something in there?
It's like they locked to keep somebody out.
And the clawing is coming from the other end of the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'm back. I had a phone call with my mom.
All right.
Is it this door that I'm going out, or maybe a different door? I don't know.
When you investigate, you find a withered body of a trapped slave who tried to claw his way through the door long, long ago.
I investigate the body, and as much as I can.
Dead as a doornail. You're not actually hearing the now. You're hearing the sort of after image of their ghost from a long time ago.
And then I'm reminded of the haunted nature of this place, and I remind others. The mind plays tricks on us here.
I think Ramon said he wanted to head towards 13 or 15, right? Are you going to this little hallway over here?
Are you having a bad trip too, man?
Yes, a trip down memory lane, but a memory not my own.
I said some creepy shit earlier.
Yeah. I'm hearing these slaves try to escape their terrible demise, but hundreds or thousands of years ago, I know not which.
I'm seeing undeads where there's none, so...
Saw the same thing back in the city outside.
I think we just have to. I think we have to be a little vigilant. It's a little hard to navigate this place.
Yeah.
Over here, there's a hallway, and the hallway is completely filled with silt.
Well, we're underwater anyway. Or we're under silt anyway, aren't we?
You're not under silt. The edge of the silt sea is right here.
Oh, but we have used the tablet, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. So we're still under the effect, probably. It
Now,
hasn't been that long.
I should describe that from. Let's see, what way's north? This is north here, right? So, from south to north, this whole thing is on a slope because this city is sinking into the silt sea. So when you get to here, there's sort of the shore as the silt has flooded in to right here. So when you come in here, you could easily like slide down into the silt if you weren't careful.
Okay. Listening at the door and then opening it quietly.
Okay. The doors are rotted beyond belief and simply fall apart in your hands.
No, that wasn't very quiet.
Do you wish to go into the 13 or 15?
We'll go into 15. Oh, you can go in the other one.
Can I go to another one?
Yeah, you guys can choose like where you want to go, I think.
Yeah, I'll head to the other one.
Go with Orin.
Wait, didn't he go into 15 or did he go into 13?
I'll go in 13. I'll take this big guy. Well, we're gonna be okay over here.
Just choosing.
Yeah. We'll explode anything that is in our way over here.
All right.
You should take Taro too, so we can like have a perfect split of the party.
Okay, so Will went into 15. Hey, Will, this room here looks like the quarters of a priest of some sort. You can see religious adornments like prayer stands and what used to be holy books and things. You don't see any body in the room, but what you do see is a large desk with several drawers. Do you wish to investigate?
Yes, that was a 27.
27. One of the drawers, it's not locked, but it is stuck. It requires a strength check to access it. No form of lockpicks will do it.
Okay.
So give you guidance, maybe earth strengthen
you.
Yep,
straight strength check to burst the drawer open, basically like breaking the front of it off.
It's not athletics, it's just...
You could use athletics, yeah.
Oh, well, that changes things dramatically. Well, that would be a 24 then.
Yeah. You could even use a tool like a crowbar if you had it. I think it gives you like +2 or something.
I don't know if I have that in my thing, but
You're a rogue with no crowbar?
I don't. You know what? Okay, fine. I gotta take that.
What'd you get? A 14? Man, this thing is really stuck tight. You might need somebody stronger to open it.
I said 24.
Oh, 24. 24. Okay. 24.
I mean, if you said that I can use what's it called? Athletics.
Athletics.
Oh.
Okay, you burst it open and you find a pack of incense.
Okay. Pack of incense. I will sniff at it and see if there's anything, but I'm writing it down.
It's a big block of incense, like a quantity of it.
Okay. It seems like this is all something that Grimorn would be all about, but I'll hold off until I see him. And I'll show him later. Because this whole room is all that cleric, religious sort of thing.
The man that was staked to the tower probably lived here.
Oh,
Oh, I didn't catch that.
Oh.
Yeah.
there might be more, man. There might be. I
Is
don't know.
there
I'd
even-
look. I'd look a little bit more in that room.
I already investigated it, so I can't do more than
Okay.
what I did.
13.
Is there a bed or desk? All right. Well, I guess you did pull out a drawer. Is there a bed in it?
Decayed by time. It fell apart. 13
Sort of
is
rubbish
a chamber that was hardly touched by the damage of time, although the west wall was cracked from the antechamber side. The room only contains a gray marble table and desk inlaid with turquoise.
Lead with what?
Turquoise.
So like a semi-precious stone.
So this is one of those examples of items that are large and cumbersome. Although it says here if you wanted to burn a little bit of time, you could use like a knife or something to pry all the turquoise pieces from the desk, so you don't have to carry the whole desk away.
Is that something we can fit in a bag?
The desk? No.
No. Is that something that a half giant can carry on his back?
He could.
I think that's an option. Like we tie
Is
it
Joe
up.
just your pack mule now that he's not here?
Yeah,
he's
that
a
would
me-
be all he could take.
He's our pack mule, guys. Come on. Everybody knows that.
I don't know if that's going to be worthwhile for taking us on the airship, though, too.
Yeah.
This castle has a bunch of big, bulky furniture items that are valuable in their own way, but it's just like you have to have a lot of carrying capacity to take it with you.
Right.
Well, listen, guys. I can teleport back.
Look, don't. Oh, I didn't think about that. Well, then just touch the table and beat boot back.
Yeah. Can we do that?
You want to
Your
waste a
spell-
teleport right now?
Your spell?
Oh, it's one per day, huh? Oh, it's from that item that we got
What item?
from the sacrifice that allows us to teleport back to the ship.
Excuse me.
I wonder, like, let's say that we clear the dungeon, we can maybe just teleport it back at the end or something like that. We can pile up the stuff together and then. Whoop.
Sure.
We
Let's not
still
worry too
haven't
much
found
about
the
it.
thing.
Yeah, exactly. We don't think about it at the end. We just get it, because we.
Yeah, we're
If
not.
we-
It's
Yeah.
more for novelty's sake. Like, it's not something that we
Yeah.
would go ahead and sell. It would just be like, oh, this is something from our travels. Yeah.
Yeah, and we can carry it now that we have the ship and the cargo.
Yeah.
Like, imagine the value of the table, like with the gems in it. It's even more probably worth than the gems separated.
It's a table
just have
made of
to-
gray marble, so it probably weighs hundreds of pounds.
Right.
Yeah.
This is.
That's the type of shit that you sell to the nobles,
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if they would, but be in the market for that kind of thing. But well, I think we're moving on because I would imagine something like that would make teleport fail, but I don't know.
If you can pick it up and it's part of your items, you can teleport with it.
All right.
Teleport
Well-
doesn't make any specifications for like how much gear you got. It just has to
Oh.
be carried by you, and all your stuff goes.
Okay.
And
Well,
Taurus can pick up a lot, so that gives you some
I
leeway.
got 27 strength now.
What?
Yeah.
Everybody's
sword?
wearing fucking belts of super giant strength.
Yeah. I got it main, man.
Give everybody a year of downtime and several hundred gold coins, and what do? They break the game. Everybody's
I'm not-
Superman now.
I'm a paladin, man. That's what I became.
That-
Right.
So you can use the strength to use your sword.
Yeah, and I have a full plate armor.
It's okay. If I
And
want
it's
it to be
metal,
challenging,
isn't it?
I'll just throw 15 beholders at you.
No, it's made of it's made with it's a scale from a wyvern.
Oh yeah. Okay, so Grimorn, you've seen this room and taken what you may from it, taken stock of what may be interesting to you of this cleric's abode or whatever. I'm
Incense.
gonna head down. Yes, I passed through the block of incense. There we are.
Is your detect magic still active?
I can trigger it.
Well, it is now.
Well, I would have to trigger it again.
Well, it lasts for 10 minutes. I'm trying to think if you've spent 10 minutes yet. You probably haven't.
It's up to you. Like we can roll for it. Like anything above 10, it's a plus. We got it. Okay. Oh, I got 10.
I want to investigate.
I
another
do
room.
think it would still have been active. Not too much time has
Okay.
passed. The incense is clearly magical. It's glowing.
Oh, cool. Is there any identification that we can do?
I think you've seen this before in a shop. This is incense of meditation.
Called it.
We'll keep that. That'd be quite useful at some point. Do we have a card for that?
Yeah. Let me get
Not only that, but it's just like not just a one stick of incense meditation, but a whole block of it. Just got like
That's
the
gonna last.
Costco, the Costco, version. Of it.
I got a full basket.
Right. There we go.
Thank
May
you.
I hit up one of the 8s or 11?
Yeah, I'm gonna read that. This maybe even ringside might see use to that.
I thought that was mostly a cleric thing.
I'll have to check that.
Okay, so Orin moves through the double doors into this hallway on his right.
There we are.
When you get into the long hallway here, you're going to notice there's a lot of rooms here. And I want you to pay note to the scale. These are 20-foot squares, so everything here is massive.
So like made for giants. No, is that a safe bet? Like made for giants?
Yeah,
Like the doors themselves
These
seem to
are
be like giant sized. Yeah.
20 by 40 rooms. Fairly huge scale. Very
But the-
gigantic hallway.
But the doors, right? Is it-
Yeah, even the doors are scaled up and bigger.
Okay. So
Everything is
Noted.
built for Draga, not for puny mortals.
oh,
Puny.
well that's fair.
That's not
Shove
fair.
down his puny, rusted, withered
No,
doors.
Taurus isn't puny. He's like tall.
Right. This place is actually
but
scaled
no.
quite well for tourists.
Are all these doors also weathered? Can I just like shove it down? Because if it does, I'll just topple it over.
I'll let you know if there's a door you can't bypass easily. I think all of them are pretty rotten in here.
Okay.
With enough force and noise, we can probably make our way through.
I
So-
disrespect the giant door. and Kool-Aid Man through it.
When you go into room 8, you'll notice that the room has 2 large beds, 2 desks, and a wooden wardrobe.
Okay. But all human size, just like the last place, right? The cleric's place was human size, a human sized desk and everything, right?
It varies.
Oh, well, okay.
These areas here seem to be all scaled for human.
Well, in case it matters. Oh, nat 20 on the investigate, in case there's anything involved here.
Okay, you check through the wardrobes and you find scraps of clothing half buried in the silt. They seem worthless. You
Okay.
find a piece of brittle leather or hide armor. It falls apart.
Yeah.
When you look to the back area, like the second 8 room there, you can tell right away that the whole room is very shaky and could collapse if you go into it.
Probably not worth it for treasure. I'll leave this guard's quarters, it seems, or some kind of warrior's quarters
Okay,
to
now
self.
hang on. You see something here.
A secret door or something?
Now, I've mentioned before that the elves have looted a lot of areas, but this area here hasn't been disturbed because it had like a bit of a cave-in right here.
Okay.
And,
So I could pick through that, you're saying?
well, okay, so the guide says that you could dig to find out if there's anything here, but it would take 2 hours of digging.
Okay.
And I
Wait,
speed
you
it
know what
up
mold
with
Mold Earth?
mold earth.
No.
What about pass a wall?
No.
What? That's ridiculous.
Is it rubble or is it silk? Can we just like swim in it?
The way
'Cause
I
the
imagine
tablet
pass
left the
wall
swim.
is when your eyeballs are in the stone, you're blind.
Pass a wall, it just opens up a passage.
Right. It's
Okay.
like deletes
if it
the
opens
wall.
up a passage, it would also delete any items.
It's specifically stone.
What if the items are made of stone?
Well, then they do wink out of existence for the duration of pass wall and wink back in when you're done. Yeah.
Anyway, the guide wants you to spend 2 hours digging if you want to get anything out of here.
So we have to. Book rules.
I mean, I'm not saying that any of these options wouldn't help, but in general, you might save like 15 or 20 minutes. It's still going to take you a while to dig. But I'm telling you this because there's definitely some stuff here that hasn't been looted. It's just it will cost you time in order to get it. That's the punishing thing about this place. There's a lot of danger here, and if you want to get the treasure, you have to do a little bit of a risk reward because you're spending time in a very cursed environment that has many dangerous creatures lurking here, and so there's going to be some rolls anytime you dig for treasure.
Well-
how's Revenant Man doing?
Oh, he's still digging, but I haven't done the prep for that, so he's going to be digging for a very long time.
Well, I don't mind a little risk reward. Orin doesn't mind a little risk reward, so I could start picking through some of the rubble if that's what
Okay,
it
well,
calls for.
the problem here is everybody's only got 3 hours of their tablet, giving them immunity to silt.
Oh yeah, is that true?
So if you spend 2 hours digging here, you have only 1 hour left on your tablet.
But we're under the silt right now, you said, right?
So
No, we're not under the silt. We are just next
No.
to it.
if I draw a line here, the silt sea
This
begins
part.
right there. So
Yeah.
this room is buried in the silt.
But we can get back upstairs without going through the silt, yeah?
There's no silt in this part.
But right, to get are we underground or are we above ground?
Well, the whole palace is sinking into the silt on an angle, so this part is above the silt, and that part is below it.
Okay.
The white fluffy cloud stuff is silt.
But
Yeah.
but we're on the ground floor, right? We're at ground level right now. We're not
Correct.
underground.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
tower was over
Okay.
here, and that's like several floors up.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure because there was a different image you had before, a different graphic for this area, and I thought that because it was this graphic now that we were underground,
The tower
that
is
was
like
a bad, that
like
was a
this
bad
right
assumption to make.
here. So
Yeah.
there's like 3 floors of round tower that sort of overlays this section of the map right here.
Okay.
But you are on the ground floor, correct? And the Venger, he's trying to dig to the basement. He wants to go down.
Well,
I guess
okay.
we just check the rooms real quick.
Yeah, I guess I'll check the rooms quick first. Although I do want to make good use of this silt tablet, and I kind of want to go messing about, in the actual silt, crawling around, swimming around through that
All right,
to
hang on.
see.
Gromorn, you've stepped into an unholy place. This place makes your skin crawl. You hate it immediately. Do you know why you hate it?
What's that?
Take a guess why you hate this room so much.
It's a water thing.
It's a bathroom. What kind of people had access to this amount of water necessary to run baths of this size?
Oh my god.
You may never know, but these rooms add the mystery of the ancients. Baths of this scope and scale are almost an affront, an obscene heresy against the Lord of Flame.
So does that mean that at some point this place was there was no silt?
No silt, correct.
It would have been all vegetation and
A blue age.
a living age,
Yeah.
That's a pretty sad reminder.
Now,
Well, the good thing about it is that we're not in that period anymore. So
Yeah.
Something urgent came up, so just tell me if you want me to do something. I gotta go.
All right. Fair enough.
Hello?
What's up?
Yep.
Yeah.
Who left?
That was Taro.
Okay.
He's got some sort of emergency going on, so he's busy. Do you want to explore room 7 here?
Yes.
Or do you want to explore room 7 here? Or do you want to explore room 7 here?
just one of them.
Are they all 7? They are all. I thought you were making like some type of like really bad joke. It just
Inspect
you're
one.
serious.
So I literally went in the toilets.
Yeah, you went well, actually it's a bathhouse, right? They're like pools.
Can I go in one? I want to go in. Yeah, this 7.
Okay, you go into the first room in the row of apartments. It looks
Apartments?
like an apartment for maybe a lower-ranking Templar of Dragoth. Each room consists of 4 beds, a desk, and 4 footlockers made of wood.
Can I roll a investigation check?
Just like when you walk in with your passive perception, it appears as if this room has been sacked already. All of the
Can I try to
drawers,
see if they missed anything?
all of the drawers are wide open, and you can tell they're empty. It's as if somebody packed and left, like refugees fleeing a disaster zone.
Can I roll to see if they missed anything then?
You can, but there's nothing here.
You can, but there's nothing. All right, I'll go to a different one then. What's in this one?
You search around in the room. You do find something in this room. It's a medallion bearing the likeness of a dragon, one of the holy symbols of Dragoth.
Ooh, the lion guy or the other guy?
No. The Lion King is Taraskir. Dragoth.
The circle. Sorry, Steve.
He was the sorcerer king of Giustenal. This is his holy symbol.
Who was the sorcerer king of Giustenal?
Dragoth.
Okay. I thought I was trying to bait the Lion King again, so I got a reason to say it. Never mind now. Is that all I find in this room?
Yeah.
Just the pendant. Anything? This room also has the same likeness. Sacked. They left for a disaster.
Yeah, all these rooms, it looks like the Templars survived, and after the disaster, they packed up their shit and left.
Okay.
I would think they abandoned their god, their king.
Is it the same for this room?
Yeah, you get the feeling that there's nothing to find in room 7.
That is hilarious.
What about 16?
Alright.
What about room number 7?
It looks like you had Ringsight go over around the corner. So Ringsight, he wanders down, he comes around the corner. He has difficulty opening this door because it's almost buried in the silt, but he manages to force it open, and then he gets into this long row of apartments. This one's too buried to investigate, so he goes into the next one. When he gets there, he discovers that this area, it's a room full of pillows, wine pitchers. He finds a bunch of soft, fluffy leather manacles. He finds some riding crops. He finds some carved wood with smooth, rounded ends. He finds some small whips.
Yeah.
Hello.
That's what's up.
Hey, Ringside is good in there?
There's a skeleton sprawled out on what's left of a bed with its skeletal legs wide open.
Snoo,
What'd you
snoo.
find in there, Ringside? Is everything good? Ringside?
These seem to be rooms,
You're oddly quiet.
rooms for a certain kind of slave.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. There's no laws against the pals, Batman.
All right. Ringsight comes back and he's just got his arms loaded down and he's like, guys, look at all of these little wooden sculptures I found. They all look like
Oh
dicks.
god.
Like obelisks.
Walk past the door he came out of and
It's
just
like-
look in and just keep walking.
He's like, look at all these wooden dicks. They must have worshipped the phallus.
Well, I will tell him. I think you should go in the health market and sell that.
Hell.
How can I hold all of these wooden dildos?
Wait, they're wooden dildos?
Yeah.
Oh my.
That
That has
wasn't
to be
abundantly clear from the description.
That has to be uncomfortable.
Well, don't get a splinter.
They're like 300 years old, man.
You gotta maintain dildos. You gotta like file them down. Gotta polish them. Gotta.
Right? Put on a smooth
get-
coat of
you just get
lacquer every
some-
once in a while.
Just get some nice 1,000 grit sandpaper.
We can make a profit out of this. We can make.
All right.
Where else are you gonna find wooden dildos?
He doesn't
There's
find
probably-
much of value. I
There's probably
suppose
the.
Taurus is investigating. What's this? Room 9.
Yeah.
Is Joe Dav here? Joe, wake up, Joe.
He's there. He's inspecting.
This
that.
is a Christian stream.
Earth to Joe.
So we're lying now.
Come on, he's dreaming right now.
Is Joe actually
Dreaming
99?
of his trip to Las Vegas, where he's
Yeah.
gonna get in trouble.
Joe.
He's dreaming.
What?
Joe. Jeff.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
there you go. That's how you do it. guys.
I explore room number 4.
All right. Morgue
What
explores
is
Joe?
room 4.
Are you?
Do what?
No, you're awake now. Work.
Dude, you're late. You gotta go to work, man.
I gotta go to work.
Yeah.
No, that's the morning.
Yeah, it's already morning, man.
Early morning, man.
You got up early.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
No.
Okay,
Get
Morgue.
breakfast, make some coffee.
Part of the roof in this room collapsed, and you find several corpses shackled with desiccated leather bonds. They're visible just beneath a dusty pile of the rubble, and there's a hole in the roof above where you can make out the sky.
Oh yeah, Joe. By the way, I have all your gold.
Yeah, again.
I don't know.
It looks like a kitchen in here. These slaves were chained up in here, working long hours, and then the roof collapsed on them. What a miserable way to die.
Damn.
I don't suppose
Or-
there's any preserved food that's still okay in here.
Oh no, everything here rotted away ages ago.
14.
14, you go around the hall, around the corner, you enter into a large room, an elaborate room. It seems as if the room was looted a long time ago. All the cupboards and cabinets are thrown open and empty. The room is a shambles. There is a corpse that lies in the middle of a dusty red carpet. Several of its ribs are cracked as if from a dull blade stroke. You don't see any weaponry or possible armor, but you spot a little little sparkle on its hand.
Take a look at that.
It's wearing a ring.
I'll activate detect magic.
It's a magic ring.
Is it evil?
No, you don't see any curse.
I'll do a detect identify.
All right. You spend 10 minutes identifying a ring of protection.
Ooh.
Another one.
What level though?
It is a standard ring of protection.
+1?
Sounds like money.
+1 to
Yeah, I'll put
armor
it-
and saving throws.
I'll put it in the bag. And see if anybody needs that.
Although I think they
If
require
not-
attunement.
Yeah, but if no one needs it, then we'll sell it. We'll make profit. Ooh. What about number 9 since Joe he's here?
Joe, you're here, right?
Oh yeah, man.
Joe, they
Yeah.
had you explore room
Okay.
9.
I've been here the whole time.
Okay.
No one said my name.
I said your name several times.
Yeah, we all did.
No.
Yeah.
Great tables made of wood stand here. It looks like they would fetch a fair price at market, but these are huge tables.
Like how huge?
Bigger than Taurus?
You would not be able to fit them in a bag of holding.
Oh no, I know.
No, but just Joe, as a little update for something that happened earlier. These big items, if we could teleport them with us at the end when we're done with the place.
Give me an investigate roll, Joe.
Okay.
Mm.
It's rolling. 22.
22. With a 22, when you're looking at the table, you spot a dusty piece of silverware. And when you uncover it, you find that it's actually silver and it's worth 5 silver pieces.
Yoink. I'll use that later to eat with. Oh. I'd like to try to lift the table and see how heavy it is.
You're strong enough to lift it. It's cumbersome and bulky. Difficult to
How's
move.
the roof? How strong does the roof look?
The roof in this room is intact, but the roof in the next room down, or room 4, is completely collapsed already.
Huh. Is the doorway enough to get through?
The door is oversized. It's big enough for a sorcerer king to get through, so you could drag the entire table out into the hallway, yeah.
I'll drag it out. I want to drag it out. The table.
Yeah.
And I want to attempt to fly it up and put it on the roof.
Sure. Okay. You can manage it. It's not easy, but with your gigantic strength, you can move it.
I want to communicate to the party to send a message that there's a table on the roof for the crew to pick up.
Yeah, we'll pick it up at the end when we leave.
There was another table in one of the other rooms they investigated. It was like a big stone table covered in precious gemstones.
Yeah,
Where's that one at?
I said it would probably weigh hundreds of pounds, but if you want to carry that one out to the roof too, I'd let you know.
Yeah, I'll go do the same thing.
Okay, you're getting yourself
I'm a
some
furniture
fancy
mover
furniture.
now.
You're gonna put all this
Furniture
fancy
mover
furniture in
now.
a temple?
Or sell it to some nobles, make some big money.
Hey, hold on. Hold on. We have a noble now. His name is Soul.
Okay.
Remember, he has his own manor now.
We're gonna populate his manor.
And Skywell has his own manor too.
Is
so-
it
I guess
Sims?
populate's the wrong word. I mean furnish.
is it Sims now? We're gonna furnish is condo.
I'm just saying, I want
Okay.
to see them. I want to see them play rock paper scissors to see who gets the stone one with jewels.
Who, his wife and him?
No, between him and Orin.
Yeah.
Orin has one too. Orin has a manor.
I do.
Y'all just y'all
It's a
forgot,
family
man.
ranch, but yeah.
Yeah.
So it looks like Orin and Ringsight went into room 6 over here.
Okay.
Room 6 is a grand ballroom. It looks like celebrations could be held in this room on holidays. Although it seems like they would be celebrating cleansing wars, so that's kind of atrocious. A room like this would often be used by Templars to hold private parties. There's a huge table, bigger than any you've seen so far. It's 40 feet long.
Oh. I'll tell
Only 2
Ulrich
squares
about
long?
that. I think Ulrich is gonna have to help me. Even if it's too heavy, it's probably too awkward for me to pick up.
I
by
can
myself.
help you with that stuff.
Oh, or yeah, Grimorn can help me.
I got super strength too.
I forgot. You're super strong. Now.
In the guide says to move this table would require 20 men.
We have the strength of 20 men.
Well, you have a ship with 20 men in it. But this
Yeah.
city is cursed, so you probably don't want to bring them directly inside.
Ulrich's strong enough.
I mean, just
One of
between
them already tried to
Grimorn
beat
and
the shit out of
Taurus,
the
you
other
could
one.
probably carry it. Each one of you has the strength of 10 men, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I'm eating my spinach, man.
I have the gauntlets of bull strength as well, so they double my carrying capacity.
Oh yeah. So what happens in the ballroom?
Well, there's a giant table that you can take. It seems as if this gigantic table was carved from a single tree.
So with all
all
the
the
tables, we need
trees for
we need
this.
some benches, we need some couches. Like,
So
what
I
else we
got-
got?
I think a fireball went
Right.
off in this room. Everything's been scorched, but, you know, beneath a layer of soot, the table's kind of intact.
Cool. Maybe that could go in the tower.
The
I'll
fire
put in the fire tower.
Mm.
That'll be the meeting table for our group.
This is the war room table.
Yeah, that's our room table,
Fireball table.
man. Yeah. It
He gets
matches
mad, he
the.
throws a fireball and just re-scorches it.
Yeah.
More,
Right, find any-
you went to
wait,
room 11, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Said me?
More goes into what looks like barracks. This place
Oh.
was where the palace guard would post up. It seems like nothing remains but dust, a few bones, and unidentifiable debris.
They don't have any footlockers with some gear in it.
During the evacuation, everything of value here seems to have been taken.
I just kick up dust everywhere,
Yeah.
lamenting the worthlessness of this room.
So I'm waiting for the group to come back here to this door. I tell them I think we should go through this one all together.
I'll go there.
Did we search room 14 over here?
Nobody looked in 14 yet.
Yeah, we did. I did. That's where I got the ring of protection.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, 14 was the ring of protection.
Yeah.
And
But
each one of the 10s is a bathroom. So that's a bathroom, that's a bathroom, that's a bathroom.
Yeah, we don't need to look at the bathrooms.
Alright, so you guys have explored this whole wing. And the party moves to this door into the front. Let's see what we got here.
You know this canyon there? It looks like a lot of things, you know?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Alright.
Anyways,
You open the door. When Dragoth was to appear before his minions, he would meet here with the High Templars and any other lackeys deemed important enough for the task at hand. The visible door to the room is locked.
God damn it.
You know what? You know what? Not this door. It's talking about this door. I don't think this door is locked.
Alright. Let's go through. Somebody, Oren, do you want to check it first?
I do. So,
I feel like this place could be dangerous, you know?
They hide behind the staircase.
minimum roll is 20 for investigate for looking for traps or locks or anything like that. Otherwise, we're just going to open it.
Okay.
I'm gonna,
I'm
gonna stay 30 feet from you, okay? That way you you have immunity to fire damage.
Sure.
Okay, you don't find any trap on the door?
Okay. Opening the door
Alright.
quietly.
You step into the room. You spot a metal tube fitted with glass at both ends. A telescope.
Curious device. Not quite sure what it's for, but
Is it safe?
There are
Anything else I'm looking
several
for?
bowls, mirrors, and other grooming instruments in this room.
I'll tell you what
Oh.
it's for.
this seems to be
I'll
something
tell you.
Insight would look into, or maybe you,
How big?
Doris.
How big is the telescope?
Pretty big. It's not humongous. It's not like too big to carry. But it is
But
a
it's
not
large.
like
It is a large-sized telescope, like a half giant would use.
okay, I was gonna be like, is it? It's not one of those like pocket ones like a scout on our
No,
airship.
this
would
is
use.
this is
That's a
Dragoth's
tripod.
telescope for a large
Oh.
creature to look a very long distance.
Can we?
I'll tell you.
Oh,
I'll tell you that Nibene has telescopes and what you can use it to see farther.
Yeah, I think
Like
Nibene's
far up in the
telescope is
sky.
bigger. He's really interested in astronomy.
but we could bring this one and put it at the top of the tower. We could explore the sky.
We could use this on the. We could use this on the ship.
Yeah, that's true. No, you're right. That like
if we
that
set
is
it
like
up
the
correctly-
that's the best tool to be able to see far in front of us.
Yeah, there you go. We could spot for miles. The horizon would be our only.
Yeah,
what do you- what do
the
you
only
call it?
limit.
All
The
right.
only obstacle would be the horizon.
So if you're looting the room, whoever's grabbing up the valuables, add to your sheet that there is a miscellany of silver bowls, mirrors, and other grooming instruments that are worth 15 gold pieces that you can put into your bag.
Each.
Wow.
I don't know.
together.
It's for the
Total?
pile. It is a combined value.
Let's put it in Morg's bag. The group bag.
Like imagine it's like a shaving kit. Like it's got a mirror, it's got some razors and some other instruments like the
I got a question.
silver bowl for water.
It's a
and all.
dining set.
I don't know. It's
Is it
definitely
like
for
Goldberg?
grooming your beard or whatever you're shaving
Oh,
your hair.
grooming set.
More, why is it every time we find an item, everyone carries something, but he's like, put it in his bag?
Because now we
Did
have
you say
bag of holding.
15 or 50 gold.
15 gold pieces. It's a combination of many silver items that are a total value of 15 gold pieces.
Okay, put that in the party bag.
Yeah, it's that time. You know, everyone's got a bag of holding.
Throw it in one
Or
of
it's
the
like, yeah,
bags.
give it to Morg. Give it to Taurus. What about
Yeah.
your bag of holding? Yeah, don't worry about that.
We put all the bags of holding together and we just throw randomly towards them the stuff. And one of them just picks it up.
Okay, so
Yeah, it's like basketball.
a couple of you are going to notice a secret door, and the door at the far end of the room is obviously locked and would require picking to get through.
What's the S here?
No, that's the secret
Wait,
door.
what's
I
the
just
door made
described.
out of? What's it made out of?
The
Oren,
door
you're up.
is made of stone.
Yes.
Ah, it's made of stone.
I'm gonna give you guidance.
Yeah,
Wait,
most
hold
of the
on,
wooden
hold on.
doors here are rotten, but if it's a stone door, it's intact.
You get some guidance.
Why pick it
for
when we
this.
we can use magic, guys.
Does it
We can
look-
use magic.
Does it look difficult to open?
You really want to use Passwall at some point, huh?
Yeah, I've this spell is like really. I want to use.
Okay, what does that do?
It just makes a hole in the wall.
Disintegrates the stone and just opens it. Or he can just like think, I'll just stand here,
Do you
Search
want
the
to do that?
door.
That's kind of cool.
Okay, what's your roll?
A 20.
20. You don't find any traps.
Opening them up.
So this stone door was made with a complex locking mechanism, DC 24.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, that's why.
I'm gonna be like mid-sentence explaining how, and then as I'm explaining it, click. Just gotta go.
God damn it! I can't use my spell, man. Like, come
28.
on.
Okay, so
Give me a
like,
break,
man, that's what-
man.
so you're checking
Give me a
this
break.
giant stone door, trying to figure out how to open it, and you find that it's got these 3 concentric circular rings, and there's like a symbol of a wolf and
wow.
a snake and an eagle. And
that's cool.
and then you find like a stone dragon claw, and it's got like a symbol on it of like a wolf and a snake and an eagle in a certain order, and then you rotate the circular thing. It's very Skyrim-like, if you're not getting the reference.
Yeah, if you remember. Oh, I was thinking. If you ever
Oh,
played We Were Here, or We Were Here Too, or any of that. There are a lot of puzzles like that in there too. It's really good.
Okay, but you finally crack the locking mechanism and you open the door.
What kind of shit is that, man? Like, you can even like cast a spell. You did it so quick.
So after the door is open, everybody's passing through, and I'm still like marveling at it, like with a smirk on my face. That was really good. Whoever made that door. I give it a little
Yeah.
pat on the stone.
That
Can you
could be,
imagine someone
that's-
just destroyed all
it's
their
not-
hard
it-
work?
It's not even a door. It's like a secret passage.
Yeah, like, it'd be the same if someone destroyed all their hard, disintegrating the stone. That would
Who's
that
gonna
would
figure that out?
I pointed out the actual secret passage over there, like what is the door over there?
Did you find that?
I would assume so. Like me and you have the highest perception, so if we're just going
Oh,
based
yeah,
on
that's
passive perception, I would assume.
Yeah, there's something over there, guys.
I am investigating this big crevasse here, or ravine.
All right. It's deep and dark. The grand entrance, the great doors to this entrance chamber were shattered by the magic that cracked the plaza outside. Silt has drifted in through the opening, covering much of the floor in knee-deep dust, which you guys are flying above. Long ago, Dragoth's Templars built this grand hall to greet visiting nobles. A beautiful mural depicting the city beside a sea of blue water adorns the east wall. It's too unbelievable to even, fathom a sea of water, but this picture depicts it.
What? There used to be a bunch of this shit? What the fuck?
On the other wall is engraved a mural depicting Dragoth's Templars prostrating themselves in this very chamber. In the picture, the wall shows a picture of the engraving, which has a picture of the engraving, and so forth. Boy, that's trippy. So you're looking at an engraving of this room, which also has an engraving of this room, which also has an engraving of this room.
I love it.
On into infinity.
There used to be a bunch of, what the fuck, man? Why would they do that?
If I throw produce flame down 60 feet, does it reach the bottom of the cavern?
Yeah, there's silt on the bottom.
Yeah, but I'm trying to ascertain how deep it is.
Yeah, it would dim at some point,
I guess I assumed it was a lot shallower than that.
We don't even know how deep that thing is.
We can find out.
I thought it was less than
question.
30 feet. I thought it was just down there, and then the
What?
silt filled in.
You want to dip in there and take a look?
I was gonna.
Can we
dip,
not-
Yeah.
Can we not see the bottom?
I'm
No,
looking.
You said it was
that's just
dark.
silt.
That's why I threw a produce flame to see
That's
if
not
it would
dark
go
because we
60
can't see
feet.
the bottom. It's dark because of the silt. I
Yeah,
think.
but we can still see through the fire go through the silt, and at some point it will disappear
Oh,
or react if there's a bottom.
that's how it works. I thought silt was silt, water and mud.
Oh,
Yeah, I would think if it would impact, it would just put out
Right.
the fire if I hit it.
So the guide doesn't seem to indicate that there's any way through here. I think it's just a ravine of stone.
Okay.
Okay.
Or
thought that would, like,
does
lead to the
a
basement.
dip through the bottom of the ravine to investigate and see if there's any.
You're aware
Drop
that
ch-
there is something below Giustenal because there's a staircase down that the Wenger is trying to dig down from.
Yeah.
You didn't dig down, but the spire also has an entrance.
Yep. Is there anything else in this room?
The throne. This is the throne room. It's a huge throne for a massive body.
I thought the throne was. I would assume it'd be in the middle of this room where it got destroyed. Right?
Apparently it was not. It must have been off to one of
Where?
the sides, maybe over here.
Can we fly to it?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah.
It's similar in scale to Nibene's throne.
I'm gonna sit on it.
Similar size, huh?
Yep. Sorcerer king size.
Right.
I'm gonna be like, how do I look? How would I look as a sorcerer king?
Well, I would assume that's been picked over by the elves, but I'm gonna give it a search anyway. Come on, let's go.
Oh yeah, guys, I found this medallion earlier. Forgot to bring that up.
Are you searching my throne?
I let you
Yeah,
borrow
move your
my
leg.
tiny human-sized crown.
Yes, I moved my leg. God damn it.
I'm gonna run and
This
grab
is-
another Red
this-
Bull. So talk
Okay.
amongst yourselves for a minute.
I was getting ready to say, like, this is the group that helped free the slaves of Tyr, by the way.
Yeah.
Taurus, here, put on this tiny human-sized crown.
Bard, Bard, always make sure.
I can make this. I can make this so much better. I can make it.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Hold on. I got nothing.
Did we find anything around the throne?
Ninja went to go get a Red Bull.
I'm back with a Red Bull.
Oh, we found a Red Bull.
I was watching videos
We
today.
found the-
I was watching videos today how to make your own Red Bull
Huh.
from
Yeah,
raw
get
ingredients.
gasoline, a lot of gasoline
No, it apparently uses pear juice. I never would have guessed.
and gasoline,
Fermented pear juice.
No,
fermented gasoline.
I
fresh
guess
pear
that kind
juice.
of makes sense.
Fresh pear juice, ginger, taurine, caffeine.
Ethanol.
I mean, you
There's
really
at
think it
least
tastes
18
like
grams of
gasoline?
ethanol.
I've always thought it had a bit of a chemical flavor to it, but not gasoline.
Ethanol, alcohol,
I feel like it's the maybe like the taurine gives it that flavor.
ammonia, chlorine.
You know, sometimes it does have a bit of an ammonia tinge to it. I've noticed that. It's got like a little bit of a I don't know. I feel like that's after it's been
Yeah.
left out in the heat or something.
I don't recommend drinking ammonia.
Trust me, I got some lemon.
I don't
It's
know.
lemon
It's,
scented.
it like like you'll get different
Yeah,
sodas
yeah,
where
yeah.
one's fresher than the other. I can't really explain it, but there's definitely like a freshness quality if a soda's been heated up and cooled down and heated and cooled.
So what you're saying is I can drink some ammonia?
I'm just saying, like, maybe if it was improperly, like, if it wasn't kept in a cooler, it would have that flavor.
Okay.
Yeah.
But how do you know what ammonia tastes like?
Because you smelled it.
I've used cleaning products.
For my mouth.
Were they blueberry?
Sometimes,
blueberry?
sometimes when
I mean,
something
the back of
smells
your
bad
tongue
enough,
is kind of like attached to your nose.
exactly.
The smell,
So when, sometimes
the
you
smell
can
is
taste
so
the
strong,
smell.
man. The smell is so strong that you can like pretty much just taste it.
Yeah,
Eggs.
I smell the ammonia. I got some right now. I'm about to go drink mine. Be right back.
Are we doing an
I-
investigate roll on the throne?
Yes.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Gordon already did
My son wanted me to check something out, but I'm
Yeah.
back.
Okay.
I investigated. I had a 20 on the throne. I'm assuming there's nothing in there from the elves.
Yeah,
Keep it
no,
over.
no hidden compartments or anything of value
Damn
to
hells.
loot on that throne. All you can gain from it is the pride of acting like a monarch, like Taurus is sitting there.
Yeah.
All right. Boom.
Okay, you move to the
Okay,
far
I
end of the
I
room.
like that.
I want my
Around the
crown
corner.
back.
Executive decision there. That was good.
Yeah.
You go to 9.
Yeah. We ravage 9.
Do we see the secret doorway from the other part of the room?
Yeah. Yes, we did. I don't know.
It was visible to a couple people that have high perception.
There.
I meant on like both sides of the room.
Yeah,
We can see on both
anybody
sides.
with an 18 or better, passive perception, spotted the secret door.
Okay.
Good.
The secret door was actually way easier to get through than the DC 24 lock.
I know.
Like you only needed an 18 to find the secret door, and then you can just open
Yeah.
that and walk through. But the
and we're gonna use a spell on it too.
Okay, so you went
I like
through
how,
the doors on the eastern wall, and then you found another door to your left, and you went into that room, which is a dining hall. On most occasions, this is where Dragoth's Templars and any nobles who wished to mingle with them took their meals. Great tables made of wood still stand here, and these seem like they would fetch at least 15 silver pieces at market if they could be transported.
Well, that's reward.
Right, challenge accepted, I'm sure.
I'll be like,
Most
reward? Got that in?
So the guide says anybody who wants to search here can search. You might find some silverware with randomized value.
We'll get these tables out of your way so you can search better, guys.
Yeah.
We'll organize things for you.
Do
20
the
answers.
I'll give you
investigation.
guidance. Roll a d4.
15.
I will make that a
You find a silver spoon worth 10 silver pieces.
21.
With a 21, you find a knife worth 6 silver pieces.
Damn.
I hand you the silver. Who
Okay.
gave me the guidance?
Oh. Thank you. It's generous.
Right. And I just put it on. Do I just put it in the party bag of holding?
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll give it to the group. It's a nice
said it was-
gesture. How many silvers?
You said we found 2 things of silver.
So far. A big
Okay.
spoon, like a ladle spoon, it was 10 silver.
Yeah, only
And
2.
then-
And I,
10 and what?
I think the other one was 6 for a knife.
7.
Okay. Okay.
Did anybody else search? Everybody can search once.
Alright. Investigation. Oh, can I give myself guidance?
If you want.
I got a +0. For this
You ask
one.
the Lord of Flame, where will I find a spoon of great value?
19! 19!
Ah. The Lord of Flame leads you to a spoon worth
Oh my
9 silver pieces.
The Lord of Flame is generous.
So speaketh the Lord of Flame, in the far corner of the west wing of the banquet hall thou shalt find a spoon of the purest silver beneath the silt.
Yeah, I was told that the spoon was there.
Using your divine powers for totally mundane tasks.
Yeah.
Just imagine if you could do that in the real world, like, fuck, I lost my keys. Oh, mighty Lord of the Flame,
Yeah.
where are my car keys?
Yeah.
You fool, you left them under the couch cushions.
Yeah. He guides you right to there.
Burn your couch!
There's something I need to send you guys from that.
Alright, so we got cutlery. Okay. Number 5.
Nope, you can't get there.
Oh.
Go through number 4.
You have to go into 4 to get to 5.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Well, we have Taurus. I thought we just go through the wall.
Okay. It's
bring
another
down the
kitchen.
building.
This one bigger than the last, with even more dead slaves.
Oh man.
Alright, now you can go to 5.
We didn't.
Don't worry,
need to
Taurus
see that.
will never end up like them.
We didn't need to see that.
Storeroom. Tremendous amounts of food and water were stored here. Most of this was taken by the palace staff as they trekked off across the desert. All that remains are a few busted barrels and shattered crates.
So garbage. 2.
Okay. You walk through the broken kitchen, past all the corpses of the pathetic slaves chained to their work until they died. You step across a wide hallway and through some double doors into room 2.
Hey guys, you know what? I have a resurrection. I could use on one of them.
Were they?
One of the slaves.
About you a diamond,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Could you imagine bringing them from their time to this time?
Does it work if the dead is long
resurrection.
dead?
I don't know.
I thought it has to be a short time period, like a week or something.
Metagame. You don't know that. Well, actually,
do.
wouldn't the
Yeah, you do. He's been trained in
The
this.
spellcaster would know, right?
Yeah, you do. He's been trained
Yeah,
in
the
this.
person
The
casting the spell
spellcaster would know, right?
Yeah, you do. He's been trained.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
it
person
works so
casting
far,
Alright.
but I haven't never tried on an extreme case.
But you get to know what your spell does.
Okay. Oh yeah, okay, so I know the instruction. I get it.
Right.
Your fire deity would tell you
No more than-
bestowed new powers upon you. It'd be like, you can revive people. I'm not gonna tell you how though.
All right, guys. So, in this room, the northern side of the room, from here over, that's the north side.
It's all silt.
The northern wall of this large chamber is cracked wide in places, exposing the room to tons of dust. There's a mammoth cupboard against the east wall. That would be this one over here. It was once full of ceramic plates and cups, but it has been shattered and most of the items smashed on the stone floor.
Okay.
All right, who wants to investigate around?
I won't tell you how to revive people. Burn
I
your
was I was gonna I was gonna just ask what's in the cupboard without rolling to see if you do it without the roll, but there you go. 23.
Okay, hold your horses, because something interrupts you.
Oh.
Stealth horror.
It says, as adventurers explore this chamber, they attract the interest of a sink worm, and you are suddenly attacked.
Initiative.
What the fuck?
Is that like its actual size?
Yes.
That's just its face. And
Yeah.
I was
Hilarious.
ready to say.
Wait,
I-
depends on
If
the
that popped
angle.
out- if that popped out the ground at us, I'd actually start laughing. it's,
Holy
so,
shit.
it's so compact.
So the sink worm has the psionic ability to pass through solid stone up to 90 feet per turn.
What
But when
the-
I do it,
So what it does is it phases up out of the floor, comes straight up like Jaws, and snaps its mouth closed on Orin. Its attack roll is with
What?
advantage a 26.
They don't get this. They don't. Oh, it gets disadvantage against me.
From what?
Yeah, that makes sense. Never mind. I forget how this works in fifth edition. Carry on.
Well, technically,
Carol,
it's
fine.
attacking you from stealth, from a spot where you couldn't see it, which gives it advantage on the attack roll generally.
But except for I'm a rogue.
And?
They never get advantage on. I never get surprised.
You cannot be surprised?
Isn't that right? Let me pull it up again.
I've never heard of
I'm
that.
sorry.
I think barbarians have that.
I don't know.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go carry on.
But I know there's a feat for that.
No,
the alert
it's,
one, you can't be surprised.
Yeah. But I don't know about. It's possible that.
it's uncanny
rogues have
dodge.
that.
It's like I forget. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Uncanny dodge. At 5th level, when an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to have the attack's damage against you. Do you want to do that?
Okay. Well, there's that too, but okay. Well, either way, go ahead.
You've also got evasion, which lets you nimbly dodge out of the way of certain area effects, such as Red Dragon's Fiery Breath or an Ice Storm spell, which could give you the chance to take no damage if you succeed on the save. Blind Sense, starting at 14th level. If you, well, you're not 14th level yet, so you wouldn't have that one.
No. Okay, I'm sorry. I just thought it was.
I mean, you might. Like, I don't want to say it's not possible, but I don't recall rogues having.
I guess that's a 3.5 thing I'm thinking of.
Could be. And then also, like Joe, he can't be surprised because of his barbarian feat. His feature of being a barbarian, he just can't.
Okay. It must be that maybe I'm thinking of. But anyway, okay,
26 hits you, right? What's your armor class?
Yeah.
Did he beat your armor class by 10? Your armor class is
No.
higher than 16, right?
No, it's 20. God darn it. There we go. 22 is my armor class.
All right, so he would need a 32 to swallow you whole. Okay, he only got a 26, which means all he did was manage to bite down on one of your legs, and you were not swallowed whole. But the bite of this creature is pretty fearsome. And he's gonna do 22
Y'all
piercing
have
damage.
fucking more armor class than me.
I do often forget about that, having the first attack damage. So I do appreciate that. I'll put that here. Boom.
Holy shit.
22 damage.
Okay, when
Y'all are
it
pretty tanky as a group.
when it
Ooh, I don't
fails
know.
to swallow you whole, it's going to phase back into the ground.
No, you don't. No, the heck you don't. In the same turn?
In the same turn.
Can he attack of opportunity though?
That's
Does it,
questionable
like,
because
does it,
when
does,
he
does
when
it
he
just teleport or?
at the point when he's leaving his threatened range, he's already out of sight underground.
What's
Yeah.
your elt? What's your max elt?
RAW. I still get a.
Aw.
You guys like the rules as written business. I think I would say I still get an attack.
So I will totally let you take the attack, but we're not going to roll it because when you attack it, the creature is out of phase and your weapon passes right through it. So
Yeah,
If it's
okay.
magical,
Hey.
its phasing ability allows it to just pass through anything.
but even if it's a magical weapon,
We need to prepare attacks for it.
okay.
It freaking Obitoes.
It's like a phase spider where it's like not even in this dimension for a second.
Can spells
And
still
you
hurt
can
it?
still attack those with magical weapons, but it's okay though.
Can spells hurt it?
I mean, maybe this is a 5th edition thing. I don't know if 5th edition.
I'm
Ninja?
gonna try something.
Yeah, everything can
okay.
hit it,
Can I cast the spell?
but only when it's solid, not when it's phased.
So
Okay.
even a psychic attack wouldn't affect it while it's not solid?
Yeah, I don't think you can target it underground.
Ninja?
Yeah.
Can I cast a spell?
Sure.
I'm gonna cast my bubble. Spirit Guardian.
Ah, so if it comes up into the area, it takes the damage, right?
Yeah, and if he fails, it's difficult terrain, so I don't know if it will affect him.
Hmm.
So I'm keeping that. Though, Oren, I need you to roll 2d10, okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's for your hero's feast. You don't have your bonus here. $14. That's not bad.
So I'll take that from the Hero's Feast.
Yeah.
Yes. There we go.
So you still take a little bit of damage.
Yeah.
Because it was the 22, the hit.
Yeah.
So you lost the 14, and then you lost the rest, and you did actually bleed a little bit there.
Okay. The creature retreated back into the ground and doesn't immediately return. So does anybody want to do anything in the moment while it's gone? Ready in action? Do anything else?
I'm still so wait, nothing, even magical attacks that like affect psionically and are like saves instead, those don't even affect it?
Do you have a spell that can target things that you can't see?
Yes.
Like, maybe. I'd have to read the spell individually.
I'm ready in action.
Being out of phase makes it
Uh,
immune to almost everything.
I got Romulus, Psychic Lance.
I'm gonna cast a spiritual weapon as well, okay?
I tell everyone to get close enough to me that I can hit it if it comes up again.
And I prepare another spell as well, Ninja. And I think we should
Oren,
stay
come
close
to
to each
us.
other. Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Psychic
come
Lance
back
would not work. It says you have to see your target.
and get off the ground.
Romulus,
quickly
Psychic
anyways.
Lance.
In the
Uh,
first
who
line,
would
it
we-
says
psychic power from your
Or I
forehead.
can
Add
utter
a
a creature's
creature you
name.
can see within range.
Alternatively, you can utter a creature's name.
I'm gonna prepare a spell. I'm gonna prepare a spell as well. I'm gonna prepare a fireball.
That probably works on creatures that have names. I don't think he does.
I mean,
Are we
it's the only thing of its species within 2.
If we're just getting like one turn of spells, I'll use right now. I'll use just a good berry, and then I'll hand a few berries to.
You know, I'm gonna go big or go.
I'll give 5 to Orin and 5 to Grimorn.
I'm gonna cast a fifth. I'm gonna radiant action when I see it
And I'll
to
get
cast
closer to the group.
a 5th level dissonant whispers.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a
I got-
fireball ready to throw on us when the creature tries to bite us as a group.
All right.
Ball, you're just gonna nuke the room.
Yep, I'm gonna nuke us all.
Okay.
I was gonna do a
And then
concentrated 7d6.
I have a spiritual weapon out ready to swing when it appears, and if it appears anyways and it's close to 15 feet near to me, he takes additional damage.
Hey, Will.
Yeah.
After the surprise attack by the sinkworm, do you stay in position there, or did you move?
I moved. I got the heck out of there, and I'm gonna get off the ground.
So you fly into the air. Where did you move to in the room?
So, like Taurus said, come back to us. So I'm coming back to them, and I'm gonna try and stay on the ceiling or up by some kind of column. These columns up here, it look like columns here. I'm gonna try and get up there.
All right. Okay, so this room has
There's one right here.
20-foot high ceilings. And okay, so the way I'm doing this is I'm rolling a d6 to determine who I target.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, are you moving there?
I don't know. He said near one of the columns, and there's a column here.
Yeah.
So
We're all like we're all back to back pretty much. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm counting from top to bottom, so 1, 2,
Now,
3, 4, 5, 6. So that makes
so-
Taurus the target this time.
Can I ready an action to have it
Whoa!
to shoot?
Yeah, I was saying
bow?
that you guys can ready an action in that moment in between when it dips back under the ground.
Yeah, I want to ready.
I got an action ready to hit it. If I hit
When
it,
it comes
it's going
out.
down.
There's a dramatic pause, right? Like, I haven't gone into turns exactly, and it might be more than one turn, but there is definitely a delay in between the first sneak attack and the next one. Like, it doesn't immediately attack again, it waits a little bit, so maybe you'll let your guard down. But
if there's more than a single turn that goes by after I already gave the good berries, I will prepare primal savagery to claw at it.
Ninja, one more question.
Yeah.
Is how fast is it burrowing?
it can move 90 feet in a turn.
Yeah, I was scared of that. Okay.
It's not that much. It's only double my speed.
Well,
it's not
no.
that much. Only faster than our fastest party member.
No, it
Double
can't.
that.
It can't dash. Like, it's limited to 90 feet of phased tunneling, so that is its like full movement. It can't do a 180.
If it jumps up, does that consume movement?
I just count all of its movement because at least part of its body, it's very long. Part of its body, it's like 50 feet long, and part of it stays in the ground.
Okay.
Okay, so this time, the creature emerges under Taurus and attempts to snap down on him. Your armor class is 21. It gets a 19. It missed you, or your armor is too strong. So these big sword-like teeth of this giant worm clamp down on your armor, but you don't feel any pain, and it doesn't cause any injury.
Fireball.
All right, everybody's attacks
This
go
one
right.
whispers.
35 to hit.
Hit me with everything you got. Tell me how much damage y'all do.
Can it dodge? I don't know.
It's got armor class 18 natural.
24. And it has to roll a save.
Okay. What kind?
A wisdom save.
All right. It rolls a 5.
It takes the full damage and it has to run.
Ninja, what do I do
Can't
for a
run.
melee
Hit it with
spell
Sentinel.
attack? Am I using strength as the modifier or my spellcasting modifier?
42 damage on the first hit.
Hang on,
I
say
don't know if I
again.
need to do the second hit.
What's the question?
For primal savagery, it says I make a melee spell attack. Do I use my strength or my spellcasting modifier for the attack hit?
You
to hit?
use your spellcasting modifier, but it has to be in melee range.
Okay. So then it would be +9. Okay.
Okay, 50 damage.
Nice.
That's one of the things. Now, can I touch it? Like, is it in my 15 feet range?
Nah, you're kind of far from it.
Okay, and is my sword? Oh, well, I guess my sword. would
Well,
be
actually,
too
hang
far.
on, hang on. It technically it came up underneath Taurus, so yeah, you're adjacent to it, I suppose.
Alright,
Okay.
we'll do.
This does.
Here, if I move Taurus, it's technically like here with Taurus on top of it, or in
Was
it.
its AC less than 19?
18.
This is 15. Yeah. Or 18
Oh,
rather.
15,
He's the
yeah.
18.
Did it hit?
I had to blow a
Uh,
dice to hit it. I rolled almost minimum on attack and minimum on damage, and I don't get to do sneak attack damage on this, I'm assuming. So I deal 5 damage.
If you are... It's fighting allies, so yeah, you can do sneak attack.
Okay.
You get
did
advantage from allies
75.
fighting it within range.
One more.
75 damage.
Nice.
I do 11 acid damage and 5 cold damage to it.
Ooh. +6.
I hit it with Sentinel too, so it has 0
30.
movement speed.
An additional 35 damage.
Okay.
Mine was 39 total.
So 35 and 50.
Can it
Alright.
phase even if it doesn't move?
No, I don't think it can. It's
Does
part of
a
its
rough-
movement when it phases.
Does rough terrain affects that?
Well, it's got 0 movement, so it's not going anywhere.
Okay.
Praise Sentinel.
Alright. Everybody's attack goes up. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna roll an initiative just to find out who goes first here, so...
I thought you were in it.
I didn't actually roll it, I was just sort of playing it out. It's got a -2. Oh, look, it goes last. Everybody gets to attack it again.
Is it dead?
Well,
Wait, am I actually first in the
Can
initiative?
we all like flank it now? Get
Wait, more time?
So, but to be clear, it survived all that mess.
Yeah.
Wait, did it failed the wisdom save?
The Sinkworm has
Doesn't have-
247 hit points.
Wait, am I actually first on the initiative, Ninja?
You are?
Oh wait,
Is
I'm
this-
last. I was gonna try to use Fairy Fire to make it have advantage. Everyone have advantage on the attack.
Another 49 damage.
Ninja, is this real, man? Is it...
So what do you do, Sol?
40 damage.
Okay. Hold on. I've never been able to do this before. Hold on. All right.
Cool. Get some.
Fuck, I almost been so close to these crits, man.
58 damage.
Nice.
Actually, Ninja,
60
I want
damage.
to I want to take out my ancient short, and I want to fire a sleep arrow.
Sleepy sleep. Alright. It's got a pretty good con save. That'll be tough.
It's
Is
a
this
wisdom
gonna?
save.
Is this fight gonna please the sword, Ninja?
Ninja, it's a wisdom save.
It got a 19.
Ninja, it's a wisdom save. not
It
a
got a
con.
19 on a wisdom
Did you hear
save.
my, did you hear my
19?
60?
Oh shit.
Sinkworm took another 60 from me.
Okay.
Nice. So
And then
is the sword
I did
happy
20.
happy with the damages that I've done?
This doesn't accomplish your great purpose in any meaningful way, so it doesn't care.
All right, Ninja, I'm gonna action surge, and I'm gonna shoot it again with a sleep arrow.
The sword
Hey,
isn't
Ninja.
directly impressed by fire, but it is impressed by accomplishments.
Yeah.
Rolled a nat 1.
Oh, a nat 1?
Oh.
Am I gonna hit somebody nearby?
Normally your weapon would break with a nat 1, but you throw psychic daggers, right?
This was a bow.
Ah, your bowstring snaps.
Okay,
You're gonna have to restring your bow before you can use it again.
gotcha.
Ninja, 23 to hit with the sleep arrow. Does
All
it
right.
make the save?
Fuck your couch. Oh,
What was
Did
the DC on your save?
It's 12.
Okay, yeah, it made it easily.
Okay. On a wisdom save?
It's only got +4, but I rolled a 15 +4.
It has a +4 wisdom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh shit!
That's
Why-
unexpected.
It's a wise worm.
It's got 8 wisdom and a -1, but it's proficient in wisdom checks.
Oh
That's
shit!
sick.
Wow.
And
It's proficient in wisdom saves?
It's proficient in wisdom saves, and it's a 15 hit dice creature, which means it's
That-
got +5 proficiency.
That's an interesting bonus, you know, for a big worm.
A blind worm?
Well, it's got blind sight and tremor sense, so all it does
Oh.
is sit there and listen out for your movements, and when it feels your movement, it bites you.
Nice. Okay. It's
Okay.
pretty bad.
Ninja, did you add 26 damage from me?
26 more damage. All right.
Is it dead yet?
Does it look hurting?
200, 300? Yeah, you killed it. That second barrage of damage finishes it off, and it lets out a mighty roar and collapses limp.
My God.
Can we search its internals if it has anything in there?
Yeah, it's just a big worm body. All you'll find in its belly is sand.
My God.
Aw.
What kind
I
of
was wondering if
creature
it
is
ate
this?
some like other adventure elves and had treasure in it.
Can we collect parts of this?
Sure.
I'm gonna dissect this thing. Is there somebody that can assist me?
Can we gain some phasing magic abilities from it?
Maybe. That'd be fun. That'd be crazy.
Phasing is its power, so using the material of a sinkworm's
Wow.
body, it would probably be good for a phasing item of some sort.
I bet that Oren would like something like that.
You could
Do,
make
I,
like
do I need to
a-
roll a survival check to like harvest its skin or something?
Yeah, harvest its skin and make like a leather armor out of it, and it would give you the ability to phase through stone.
Can somebody assist
Okay.
me?
I'm trained in survival.
I have a +10.
Oh yeah,
I
plus 9.
can't
I'll
roll
assist
under a
you.
15, so that's not helpful.
Well, you
I'll
just need a
assist you with
10.
survival.
Yeah,
I
assist.
automatically get 10
10 what?
survival to assist,
There you go. Okay.
and you get. So you roll with advantage. Wait, why are you rolling a d10?
Well, can I get bardic inspiration?
Why, yes, you can, Mike Fiery.
Thank you.
Spit them super hot rock.
There you go. Hope we
Who's
get
your,
to the jackpot.
Your five greatest rappers of all time.
11.
Grimoire and the Half Elf.
Minus 3. 26.
Little
What?
Sorcerer King.
Weird Al Yankovic.
Notorious RAW.
I'll tell you my five greatest rappers of all time.
Amish
Dylon,
Paradise.
Dylon, Dylon, and Dylon.
Can't
And the spit hot
can't forget-
fireman.
Can't forget Selena the Bard. And why wasn't Soul? Why wasn't Soul on that list?
I got a 26 ninja.
Okay. You
Joe, I couldn't
harvest-
help but notice Soul the Bard wasn't on your top 5 greatest rappers
Harvest a
list.
sink worm skin.
You don't know who Dylon is?
Can you,
Yeah,
can you put a note on a paper or something?
I put it in the party bag.
There you go.
Phasing worm skin.
CR15. Make a note.
Oh, wait a second. I gotta. I'll write
I
that.
got a fucking cough, man. I'm so fucking tired of being sick.
Down with the sickness. Wah.
Oh wow!
What is it called exactly?
Sink worm skin.
Down with the sickness. Give it to me, baby.
How much did we get of it?
As much as you want. It's a gargantuan monstrosity. It's got a lot of skin.
Can we zip a bunch?
Oh, that's
with
gargantuan.
us?
It's gargantuan.
Alright. So we have a large amount. We'll decide later.
It's 50 feet long. This thing is huge.
So there's a CR15.
Yeah,
Damn, how good is that?
it's up there.
It's a lot bigger than I thought it was.
It's comparable to a purple worm from regular D&D.
Hey, so look at that one, and I put in chat.
One of the 5 best
will-
rappers of all time. Think about it.
This thing's just like a purple
can
worm,
hear it.
but it
We can
swaps
hear
it swaps the tail stinger poison that a purple worm has for the phasing ability of a sinkworm.
So I collect enough so we can make a few items.
Sure.
And I'd love that because I don't have flying, so phasing would be great. Instead of
Oh, you want to phase?
Yeah.
I got a magic item that lets you phase through 5 turns. You want it?
Well, we have this now. We can make anything we want.
Oh, it's dead already?
Yeah.
We did 200 damage that fast?
Yeah.
It's like
It took a lot of big.
250.
It took
Oh,
big
I'm starting to
spells.
see I'm starting to see the problem here. Why these encounters are.
There was a lot of big spells. You know, we had to coordinate everything, or else we
It's
could.
been 2 turns.
It would take a lot of damage, man.
I can't say the N word. My guy, it's been 2 turns.
Imagine get swallowed by that thing.
Now, before
Wow, yeah, it's never gonna swallow again.
before we end for the night, do you guys want to do some archaeology and dig for a couple hours to find the treasure in room 8?
Yeah,
Actually,
Yeah. Did we
Ninja,
finish
Yeah.
all the rooms we
Totally.
can't get to without digging?
Ninja, how deep is it?
without going to the basement.
Very deep.
yeah, we'll
Ninja,
just
how,
explore.
how deep is the hole? Well, how deep do we need to dig? Because I might be able to shorten this down to like 10 minutes.
It's what is it? It is a 40 by 60 foot room that is full of sand. I'm not sure how much sand you could fit in a 40 by 60 foot room with 20 foot high ceilings, but it's a lot.
So how many feet deep?
20.
Only 20 feet deep?
Like, it completely fills the space. The whole room is flooded.
Okay, pass a wall can go exactly 20.
But isn't
It's
it like
still
5 feet wide?
Yes, I cast it 3 times.
40 by
No, 2 times.
60 by 20 is 48,000 cubic feet.
Okay, I guess if you want to burn all your spells, I'll just quickly allow you to find the treasure in the room here.
Boom.
Yeah.
But I think we should
Finally.
we probably should rest before we go down, though.
Come on, man.
I don't know if we can rest in this
Yeah.
hazardous area.
I don't know.
I just wasted all my spell slots. Come on, dude. You're gonna be happy. Come on, dude.
Well,
The sand's gonna get like knocked over on top of it. It's gonna be pointless. Come on.
well, you found your treasure, man. What was the treasure?
Okay, do we still have a note card? Should I get a new one? Let's see.
What happened?
And why is Soul so much smaller than every other? I don't know.
I don't know.
Grimoire, I just noticed how that is not accurate. That is not accurate at
What are you
all.
What are you talking about?
Like, this motherfucker's a giant.
What are you talking about? You guys, you guys
I
are
gotta
just
remember
short.
Grimorn.
You
I
guys
gotta
are just
remember.
short.
Grimorn is also a minority. He's also a half. I gotta remember.
Yeah,
You get the H word.
I was born with big bones.
All right. You
Big ears,
dig
dude.
and you dig and you dig and you dig using magic and thorough investigation. You find 1,000 ceramic pieces, a bunch of gemstones, a staff that looks like it's probably magical, and a ring that also looks like it's probably magical.
Identify.
Which one?
Both.
All right, one after the other. All right. 10 minutes of investigating the staff.
Oh, nice gems in there.
It's a staff of the Silt Serpent. And
yeah.
10 minutes of checking the ring. It is a Templar's ring. You must say the activation word, Master Dragoth, empower my magic, and it increases the DC of a spell you cast by +2.
Okay, guys. This is massive for me.
It is cursed, however. If you use
Okay.
it, some form of divination magic will give someone awareness of you.
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
That's
This is a Templar's rune. Templar's
What?
ring, which means this is directly connected to Dragoth.
Yeah, he knows where you are.
This is
I
like
know, but the way he says it was.
this is like the Ring of
Fine, though.
Power.
He's dead, right?
It's like Sauron will look on you and you put on the Ring of Power.
Yeah.
I do it. I put it on. Where's it? Wait, hold on. Where's the note card?
Can we decurse it?
No, the curse is cool. Let me have this.
It's cool.
What?
Okay, so
You
wait,
just
we
flip them
found
off whenever you use it. It's mine
1,000
now.
ceramic pieces, 50 amber, onyx, branded agent.
Talking about the ring at the bottom,
Azurite.
the last item.
This is all that we found?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the curse makes it cool. Don't ruin it, guys. Don't ruin it. How do I
You
copy
see-
this?
Every
More-
time you use it, it uses a charge.
Yeah. Did you see the staff?
What is? I mean,
Cleric
I don't
or
really.
druid or warlock can use a bonus action to speak the staff command word and make the head of the staff become an animate poisonous silt serpent for 1 minute. Using another bonus action, you can see the word again, return the staff in a form. You can make a melee attack with a snake head. Your proficiency bonus applies to all attack rolls on a hit. 1d6 piercing damage and make a 15 con save. Take 3d6 poison damage. The snake head can't be attacked while it is animate.
It's like a distraction, pretty much.
It's like a normal staff of the serpent.
Yeah.
I was just about to say I already have like 2 spell casts I could possibly use. I thought you were talking.
I don't really need that. I already do more damage. The
Wait, does it
attack
say
is
anything
not a
about-
bonus action, right? That the attack still use your action like normal.
That Templar ring. Well, yeah. The thing
Can't
is
you
pretty
use it?
strong, but I don't like the curse on it.
Can't you use is it curse on it too?
It's not specific to the class, huh? Like the Templar ring.
Templar powers are weird. They sort of just function due to like weird magical effects that the Sorcerer Kings have. Like they're not even clerics, and yet they're able to give divine spellcasting to their Templars. It's weird.
So it's like DC for what class though? For sorcerer, wizard, cleric, druid,
Well,
wizard.
that's what I'm saying. Is typically Sorcerer King's Templars are like a cleric class for like they are treated as gods, and the Templars are the clerics of that god, which is the Sorcerer King. So basically, if you use this ring, you are praying to a Sorcerer King to enhance your power with his power, and that's why they gain awareness of you.
Yes, but what is he gonna do about it?
But if the god's dead, he can't. Does it even work?
Exactly. And if he's not dead, he can't do nothing about it.
How's that work?
Little baby sorcerer king, yeah.
Who knows, man? Like they might have like powers that go through.
Space and time.
This kind of adds to the mystery because, by all accounts, Dragoth died. So if
Wait a
he's,
minute, I have
if
a
he's
question.
dead, then how could this magic item still work?
Do we
Party.
do we
Party
know?
member, no,
Do we?
I thought about it.
We
If
I
I'm-
think we want to know if Dragot knows that we are there. No.
Dragon is probably alive because the ring still works. If I'm
Hey,
getting
if
my
he comes
power,
after us.
If
he
I'm getting
comes
my
after
powers
us,
from
then the crippled guy can get his revenge.
Yeah, and we can give him his ring back if he's not happy. you know?
I don't know about that part. I was about to say though, if the ring works, that technically proves he alive. If I'm drawing power from, I can't draw power from a dead guy that's been dead for years.
Dead elephant god.
Well, that's true. He's got you there.
Yeah.
Damn, I guess I can. Whoa.
although
Well, you know,
those
the
are
elephant god
actual
power
gods rather than...
it was enchanted into the sword, so you know, magic items are semi-permanent.
Got me there. Yeah.
Well, that's pretty much the end of my notes for Dragoth's
Alright.
Palace. You guys didn't finish the town section, so you could still explore town. But I guess for next week, I'll prepare the part below when you actually follow the Vengar into the lower levels. It's not exactly a basement. It's weirder than that. Below Giustenal, there's actually a network of ancient tunnels that were dug out by the halflings of the Blue Age. So they date back a millennia. Wow. It's like super ancient down there.
No.
Is that like when they were trying to avoid the Sorcerer Kings purging them?
I'm not sure I understand. Say again?
Well, they survived the purge. The halflings did, yes.
No. The halflings did the purging, if that was unclear.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
never mind.
wow.
The halflings were the genocidal ones that wanted to wipe out everybody who was not a halfling.
Yeah.
No, I thought the Sorcerer Kings were trying to wipe them out.
Okay, so there was a extremely powerful halfling sorcerer in the Blue Age who first discovered psionics and defiling and combined those into like modern day like magic use in Dark Sun, and he taught this to his students, his apprentices, and those apprentices were the Sorcerer Kings. And then so the halfling, he had all of his underlings. He was like, we are supremacists. We're going to wipe out all the demi-humans. We're going to get rid of all of the lesser races. And then after thousands of years of wiping out all the other races, they discovered that the halfling leader, his real plan was to wipe out everybody, even the humans, so that only halflings were left. At which point they turned on him and betrayed him and killed him. And that's why the Sorcerer Kings are in charge today, because they killed their master from the Blue Age.
Yeah, and it was genociding everyone.
Yeah. So Halfling Hitler did the genocide.
Can you hear me now?
Halfling Hitler. Oh my.
Halfling Hitler, what?
That's gonna be my new Discord name, by the way.
Nice.
Dr. Halfling Hitler.
And with that, I'll end the stream.